Alright.
That means we can say anything before he records.
No, I hadn't started. You fucked up.
Oh, okay.
And Brainstorm
That's
told me, I believe,
That's the first thing you're gonna hear on your recording. Congratulations.
there's no ability to edit this shit.
Uh-oh.
I messed up. What did I say?
You know
Something
what
about
you did.
dildos.
Way to
Oh,
go.
God, Red.
Alright, 1, 2,
I couldn't
3,
resist.
5,
I
6.
have to share what's on my mind.
So we're gonna just... It's kind of your show about the adult ritual thing.
Yes,
Oh, yeah, that's
Hunt.
right.
I am Cog.
Cog, do ritual.
Who is it you guys expect me to communicate with?
Anyone.
I would say look at it this way. So currently or at least what we did in the last session was like we went through kind of just things that might have happened during the 3 years that we've been here.
Jesus,
So,
it's been 3 years?
It
I thought it was 3
basically
months.
will have been 3 years throughout the course of your internment.
Okay,
Yes,
but
training.
right now it's like 3 months.
it's just
Sure.
what would your character have
Okay.
done?
We're basically doing
Being here.
like there's 3 years, and you would have had a few interactions at least
Okay.
Right.
with these
So I
other
guess-
characters.
I guess for me, then when we're originally being separated into teams, it was one of the guys chose me. I forget his name. His name was it Calibus?
Calbus and Perbinia, yes.
He chose me, and then he traded me over to Kalina.
Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't Calbus that was chosen. It was Vena.
Vena?
Loran.
Okay.
The
So
elf.
Vena Loren had originally chosen me, and he's the one with the bow, right? With the green cloak. Is that right?
Yeah.
So I guess I would ask him, why he chose me. I guess my character would like approach it. Does he seem approachable, or is he like a dick?
He's kind of like a dick.
Because I would have waited
He's-
to kind of
he's
get an
very,
idea.
He was in the Vena clan,
hmm
and he was a Grey Elf, so obviously there's that issue. But Vena was the leader, and he took that, pretty seriously. So,
Okay.
but you could approach him if you'd like.
I guess I'll approach him. She'd
Just-
probably
are-
wait a month or so, but then get her courage up to ask.
All right, I'll go ahead and move your character to Vena.
Okay. And then she would ask, what was it about her that he chose for his team? Why did he choose her?
So you come into the room,
Mhm.
and you knock on the door, and he says, "Yes, come in."
Okay. So just for my knowledge, is there some kind of hierarchy where you would be like respectful, or is it? Because I remember you saying we're more like freed people. So would we be offering any respect or like
Well, he's a slave,
taking a
the
knee
same
or
level.
same
but
level?
he is
Oh, okay.
One of the leaders of your little
But
slave
still a
group,
slave.
So you can, still, as
Okay.
far as anyone's concerned, it's still equal. Like, you're all property.
Okay. So sorry to bother you, but we've been here for a while and it's been bugging me to know why you chose me on your team, but then chose not to keep me, and I was wondering if you could let me know what it was that happened.
I traded you. You want to know the trade?
Well, I want to know why you chose me and then traded me.
I chose you simply because you're at least somewhat elf.
All right.
That is all.
And the trade?
The
Did he trade for a human?
He did actually.
So she would say,
He
then
traded
why
with,
would you trade me
Talus
for a
Fen
human?
specifically.
So why would you trade me for a human?
I traded you only because Talus is married to Tonia Hercuse,
Hercules?
and Hercuse refused to operate cooperatively without her being on my team.
Oh, that's his wife.
Right.
Okay. All right.
So a trade had to be made, and I wasn't going to trade a full-blooded elf for a human.
I see.
I'm starting
Alright.
something funny.
There's so much in this world that's funny, but you answered my question. I appreciate your time. That's really all I wanted to know. Thanks.
Thank you.
And so she's gonna leave. So the other person she would start talking with would have been Crimson's character.
Yeah.
So let's go. Do you want me to do those interactions now too, or do you want us to
Sure.
do that separately?
No, do it, because it's got to be in front of everybody in the club. Got to see it.
Yeah, no secrets.
Okay, so as you know, for just a little background, his family had been her owner, so to speak. She was the slave under their family. So she's feeling a little smug that the family's all slaves with her. Just a little. She's been trying to hold it in a little bit, but you can see she's a little smug and gleeful. She's really happy here, by the way, because all the shit-ass people that treat her like slaves are now slaves. She's having a rip-roaring time. So
Now, is that something she's like, just for my own, is something that she's openly?
She hasn't lorded it.
expressing?
Not yet. She hasn't lorded it over to anyone, but it's gonna probably start bumbling over maybe a little
Stubborn.
bit. It's
Okay.
so it just depends.
It's probably
on,
going to start now.
Yeah, I think it might
That's
start
what
right now.
So, like,
Okay, cool.
would we be able to see, maybe say we're all sitting around like the table, and some of the high elves are like trying to lord themselves over, and like they're get slapped back down to smile. Like we would see like a smirk over her face that she tries to hide or something like that.
Maybe a little bit, yeah. Especially people that were mean to her or
Right.
looked down on her.
I'll tell you what, Lori, why don't you go ahead and roll a deception check, and all the players can roll against that to see if they figured out
Okay.
the source of this deception, and this will be over the course of the time frame.
Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, do we want to do also the initiative rolls?
We're rolling perception.
Against her deception.
Wait, isn't that insight?
Insight.
Oh, is it insight? I thought it was. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Damn, dude.
Did I say perception?
8. No, I just instantly clicked it.
It
You
actually
said
really doesn't.
deception for me.
Yes, deception.
But wouldn't that be
Oh,
performance?
It's actually the same thing unless you have.
I guess it wouldn't matter. It's still a charisma spell. I would have rolled the
Okay,
same thing.
so apparently there was just one event that you guys were all hanging around with, and it was
Yeah.
just super obvious. Everyone knows.
Neat little
Okay.
thing about Roll20, by the way, guys. If you double click the chat bubble at the top of the right, you can pop it out.
What do you mean?
Oh. I didn't
Oh,
know that.
yeah. Okay, thanks. Okay, so I guess just they share a bedroom. It's been about a month, and she's starting to feel a little more secure in speaking out and being a little more
In
free.
her position.
Yeah,
her
it's
equality.
shifted a little bit.
Oh,
So, and Crimson, I forgot your name. What's your name?
Silvar.
Silver. So she's feeling particularly snide today. So Silvar, how are you enjoying your new life as a slave?
I suppose it's not too bad.
Not too bad. So you like being told what to do?
Maybe sometimes.
Maybe sometimes. How do you think your family feels about it?
Oh, I know they're hating it.
Are they? Why do you think that?
They were number 1, now they're at the bottom.
They are at the bottom, aren't they? So I was wondering, because I saw you talking to your family the other day.
Yes.
Are you perhaps feeling torn about being on our team when your family is on another?
A little bit, yes.
I see. And do you think that's going to be something that will come between your teammates?
I hope it does not.
Are you helping them?
How would you like me to help them?
I don't want you to help them.
I am not helping them, but they are talking to me.
All right. Okay. I guess that's all she would say. She'd just be a little snotty about it.
Is there anything else I can help you on?
Yes, you could help me make my bed. I have to go and talk with someone and don't have time. Is there any way you could do it?
I suppose I could, since you do have seniority as a slave.
Why, thank you. I appreciate your willingness as a slave to help out.
And he smiles and he bows to you.
She's gonna giggle and leave. Okay. So let's see. Some of the other people I would talk with. I guess I would talk with Mark a lot because I might feel drawn to him because of his sister, but he's not here. So I don't know how Mark would feel about that.
So I'm gonna interject a little bit.
Okay.
The thing that happened that everyone noticed.
Uh-huh.
So you guys were coming back from a particularly intense training session. You finished a little bit earlier. One of the other groups was particularly like they were still finishing, and you guys kind of walked up and started looking and just it's like, what's going on over here? And what had happened was Taunir Malak, One Eye.
Who?
Taunir Malak, whose
Okay.
nickname is One Eye because he's One
Okay.
Eye. He was basically a little humiliated by his opponent. Like they were trying to, teach him a spell, and he just couldn't get it. And the teacher slapped him on the hand with a very long wand.
Uh-huh.
And he was just embarrassed by it. But Alori's character specifically took a lot of joy in seeing that happen. And that's why everyone noticed it, because you guys were all together.
Is it someone that had been mean to me in the past?
It's one of the Towniers. It's one of the people that were...
She would only really get joy out of that if it was someone who was really mean to her, because she is a nice person.
Yeah, the Towniers are one of the ones
people that owned you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Definitely then. Okay.
And he's actually one of the more malicious. He's actually probably the most malicious of the brothers.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that's why when you saw that happen, she was just all grin.
All right. And then, just so I know, our captivity here has, like, we're not, like, beat or punished or anything. We have food, and it's definitely a better deal than what she had before.
Yeah, I mean, you have better food.
And I have a chance at freedom.
It's, an actual goal towards freedom.
Okay, all right.
But the thing is, yes, you are expected to perform, and you have people coming in and training you each day, and some of them are a little bit more harsh than others. Some of them are nicer than others.
Okay.
Some of them are more understanding. So some of them might hit you.
Okay.
But it's kind of like they're not trying to hurt you. They're not trying to repudiate you. It's always something that's like just like a sting, enough to keep your memory, like hitting someone over the hand with a ruler.
Okay. And then, is there anyone from the house that I served that might have tried to approach me at all during this time that you want to role play out? Maybe they think that they can still boss me around or anything and try to get more power for their team. Anything like that happen?
For the most part, you guys are you're not kept separate, but you guys are, like, when you're training, you're being trained by different people in different areas.
Okay.
And it's not something that there's gonna be crossover, but it'll be fairly minimal, and it's only on the time that you're expected to be resting and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Even then, like the dining room only has enough room for one team at a time to operate in.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right, and then
kind of operating on different shifts.
So at our last session, the very end thing, there was a prank. Was I involved in that at all, or do I know about it? Someone put a dagger in someone's head?
You could have heard that someone put a dagger in
Merrick.
Merrick's bed.
Merrick, yeah.
Okay.
And he was as Merrick put it, gravely wounded.
Okay. So So I would talk
I'm just
to
assuming.
Merrick.
I don't
Where's
actually know.
Merrick?
He's in the second floor circle room.
He's in the room across the hall from you.
Okay. So where is he? Right here?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay. So I guess she would come and say, "Hi, Merrick. How long ago?" We'll say this just sort of happened that you got.
A couple of days or something.
Yeah. Just hi, Merrick. How are you feeling since the incident?
Well, at first I was like super bummed that it happened, and then that guy over there, and he points off this direction. Second.
To Puck.
Yeah. Points
Okay.
off this direction.
Yeah.
That guy patched me up real good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I've just been concerned about you.
Oh no, sweetheart, I'm fine.
Good. Good. And she's gonna give you a hug.
Aw, you give such good hugs.
Thank you. You're so sweet. And then she's probably gonna take her leave. Come talk to me whenever you get bored or you want a friend.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be right on that.
Alright. And then she's gonna go. I don't know that she would hang out with the orcs very much. Maybe. Do you guys see a reason that we would have
Well, you're on the
communicated
same
a lot?
You kind of knew us, like,
Oh, that's right, because of the mammy.
Mammy.
Okay. So we probably would have been friendly and she likes you guys. Okay, but I don't know if we had any major interactions. Did you guys think of anything? She probably would have just hanged out with you, but
it was
trained with you.
unspecified.
Yeah,
Yes.
she feels close to you, but maybe
The
not
connection
bestie.
might be enough for her to be at that coming
Yeah.
of age thing, too.
Maybe.
So you
They
walk
did
in and what do
somewhat
you do?
grow up together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I probably would be there.
Well, you probably want to be there.
I want to be there, so I'll come ask. Or would that be considered rude in our culture? In their culture? Because I would know.
Don't think so. No, that
What are
probably
you
wouldn't be rude.
asking?
Asking if
In
I
fact,
could come
asking
to
you-
your...
I was muted. My bad, boys.
Good job, Brady.
You know, if you have something you want to do, I just recommend just do it. And like, if you want to like, you know, sort of like improvs, not necessarily improv, but you know how in improv you just kind of introduce things and like people just go along with it. Like that's
Yeah.
you know, I'm cool with
If
that.
you follow the rule of yes.
Okay. So, when is your guys' ritual? And it's like a coming of age, right?
Mm-hmm. But you know, like
It's specifically for COG.
take that as you will. Maybe you already know everything about it, and we can tell you about it, like in out of character, or maybe you know you're actually not familiar with it. Like you know, whatever you want to do.
Okay, where are you guys at? Are you in my room?
You're in our room right now.
No way, I'm in... Oh yeah, you're right, I did. You did, I did come to your room. That was planned.
Barged
I
in,
totally
kicked the door
planned
in.
that. Okay, so knock knock.
Come in.
Oh,
Hello.
if it isn't Mina.
Mina.
How are you guys doing?
Look.
Yeah,
Luck
are
is good.
breathing.
So I hear that you guys are having your coming of age ritual. Are you excited?
Not me. Cog has his coming of age.
Did you already
I
have
am
yours?
Too young.
Oh. Cog, I'm really happy for you. You must be really excited.
Yes.
When is it at?
Any day.
Is it a private ritual or can friends and your fellow teammates come?
Mina. You may come.
I would be so honored. I can't wait to see it.
Mina. I will find you before we go.
Okay. I look forward to it. I'm going to leave you guys now and go get some grub. I'll see you
Wait.
guys later. Yes.
Mina.
Scratch that last part.
I'm sorry, what?
Lug will find you.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me to
Before
scratch you.
we go.
Okay.
No, wait.
Okay.
Look,
Yes.
are
Make
you?
up mind, cog.
I just wanted to make sure. Are you good with going to find Mina before we go?
Yes, cog.
Okay. Mina,
Yes.
Lug will find you
Great. I forgot how
Before
wonderful it was to talk with you
we
guys. I missed this.
go.
She heard me, dummy.
Yes.
All right. And she's gonna wipe
Back
and
at
back
you.
out of the room.
Okay.
Okay. So, is this my room? No. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come in here. I have trouble with the map, apparently. Where do I live? Oh, there I am.
First of all,
Thank you.
again, stop trying to jump through walls, because
Sorry.
you're doing it.
I know. I'm sorry. It's so bad.
I'm going to install a door there for
You
her.
don't have to rush. It's okay.
Okay. I'll try
Take your
to.
time.
I'll try. All right. I think I caught up with everything, unless there's something else that you guys have.
Forgot to play a game with Puck.
Puck. What
I'll do
kind
it
of
to trap.
games?
I can't specify.
Unless he comes to me, I don't think I'm going to seek that out.
Actually, Puck was trying to seek them out, but you guys were
Seek
gone
me out?
You two,
Well,
both of you. You and
Bring
Greg.
up Puck. Who is Puck? Goof, right?
No.
No,
it's
no.
Goof.
Goof.
Well, I mean, Puck would just kind of wanders around asking everybody introduced. Do you want to play a game?
Hmm.
Like anywhere. So if throughout, I guess just wandering around, yeah, he would have approached you and asked you if you wanted to play a game.
All right. She probably would have said sure. Yes,
All right.
I want to play a game. This is going to be bad.
So I guess let's just move her into the den thing, Jade, if you don't mind.
Yeah, you don't want me to do it.
It's just quicker. So, in front of the table, in front of you would be a deck of cards, and Puck would just kind of be shuffling it throughout his hands. And you would enter the room, and he'd look up to you and say, hello there! Would you like to play a game?
What kind of game?
Oh, it's a really easy game. You see, we have this deck of cards, and we deal it out. And see, I deal you a card, and I draw a card for her. And I deal me a card, and Puck draws a card for him. And, oh, look! You had the higher card. So if you said hi, you win. It's that easy. See, we can do it again. And he does it again. One card to her, one card to him. See, you had the low card. So if you said low, you won this round too. You're really, really good at this, huh? You've already won twice. So how about we do a real game?
Okay.
All right. But, we got to make this interesting. So we always have to bet something.
All right.
So if I win, you're going to have to do something for me. And if you win, I'll do whatever you want.
Can I deal?
No. Sorry.
Why not?
Because it's my deck. So I got to be the one to deal. That's just how the game goes.
But I'm trying to learn how to do new things now that I'm in this place that lets me do more, and I've never gotten to do things. It would be so awesome if you would let me try this new thing.
Well, how about this? If you win, I'll teach you how to play the game. I'll teach you how to play the game with other people.
Okay.
That sounds like a fair deal, right?
Yep.
All right. So, high or low?
High.
So he's going to deal her out a card. And when he goes to deal his, he's going to do his little cheat.
Can I roll perception?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Hold on.
You're a cheater.
I'm about to say.
Oh no.
Nanita has a guy on the inside.
Let's see. Oh shit, where'd my thing go? Hold on, I'm having trouble pulling this thing up. It's all small. Crimson, do you know how I can fix this?
Control and mouse wheel, probably. Would be my guess.
No, that's not it. It's whenever I hit my name, it just turns into this small thing right here, and I can't pull up my bio.
Can you change the? You can pop out the window by.
There it is. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
He's got it. Okay. So, perception. Okay.
Puck's sleight of hand wins. So Puck's gonna draw out a higher card than hers. Go. It looks like I won, but I'm a really nice guy. So you're gonna do something for me, but I'm gonna teach you how to play the game anyway. But you gotta keep it a secret between us, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You see, whatever the person says, I know my card's going to be better. That's the secret.
How's that?
Oh, I only told you how to do it, not.
Uh-huh.
You only chose that idea.
Yeah,
I see.
just stumbled on myself there. Once you do your favor for me, I'll show you the secret.
Well, what's the favor?
You'll have to give me time to think of that. I'll get you on it when I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Just know that you owe me one, but don't worry. I'll watch your back because we're a team. Me and you are friends now.
Okay. I need more friends.
That's good. Everybody needs more friends.
Especially now that she's allowed to have them.
Now that, yeah, I'm very excited that we're friends, and she like hugs you,
Aw,
and you
thank
can tell that she's actually very excited to have a friend.
He hugs her back.
I hope you feel guilty. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, she's gonna go. Oh, that's not the right way, is it? No.
Lori,
This way. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You went out the window too.
Jesus, I did it.
Apparently, slaves in her society don't like doors. They only exclusively use windows as such.
They look just like the walls to me. I don't know why.
They're blue.
They are actually on my screen. They're like white, but they're a thinner white.
Okay, I think it's time to subject. Let's put Puck back there,
Oh, okay.
and let's subject Crimson.
Okay.
See how Crimson reacts to the game.
Wait, what?
I thought I already
Crimson
did one.
already
I already did it with Crimson.
Let's not
did
let's
you?
not force things. Me, Crimson, and Merrick are apparently all in our room right now because that's what they decided they were gonna do.
Yeah,
We're all
I've
shouting
already done the
across
game.
the walls.
Yeah, Crimson already lost.
Oh, okay. Well, my
Does
bad.
he owe you a favor as well?
I already paid my
He
favor.
cashed in on it.
Oh, what was your favor?
Cast you
He
outside.
just wanted to know a secret about my brother.
Oh, and you told them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Man,
You guys all need to get in here.
Puck's in the know.
Which room?
Our room.
I'll move Crimson. Who else?
Me?
No, Merrick.
Oh.
Sorry.
Me.
This apparently was happening. I mean, this was happening while they were.
You see chat, we could pick it up from here.
Oh, we were actually chatting. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I wasn't.
That's
Oh,
what that.
No, that's what that is.
Oh, okay. Well,
If you're not gonna be in character in the box, you gotta say out of character.
oh,
I thought it
see.
was the other way around.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you guys were we were in character, all right, and you guys were like commenting
well-
in character.
Let's just establish the rule then. Is it going to be in character or out of character?
I think it's
No,
easy to tell either way, anyway.
I mean, I think we should have it established either way.
Okay. So, well, here's the thing. So, this is the establishment. If it looks like it's going to be, I mean, it's going to be either it's going to be a question to me or it's going to be role play.
Okay.
I think that sounds good.
If it's role play,
Works for me.
then it'll be pretty obvious. Like
This all started off with me saying, "Log, they are playing more. Mina playing game." I am
And Goofball making fun, or Merrick making fun of.
But ritual for tomorrow. Leave at dawn.
Do not be late.
I will not. Is there anything special that should be brought? A gift?
Do
No.
not wear armor.
No
armor.
armor. Very good point, Lug.
Are we supposed to be weaponless? Are we
No.
allowed to have a...
But you will not need to use.
So, is there like any way I can come a little bit later because I still gotta like do my hair in the morning when I wake up? It's kind of a mess, and I don't want to look like drabby. You know what I'm saying?
Merrick, you do not have to come. You can come just for feast.
Can I dance for you guys? Sing? And do all that stuff?
Yes.
Oh, I will be there. 06. I'm sorry. Wait, what? How do you say it in this world?
I don't
Dawn?
think we have like a time. Are you
Dawn
trying
it
to say?
is.
Morning. Like you don't
Yeah.
really, clocks aren't like they're around. You've seen them, but I mean, people today are surrounded by clocks and they still don't know how to read them.
I will
Do you
so
have-
be there.
I think sun positions.
Okay.
I will be up at dawn. Do you want to meet at your room, or are we meeting in a specific location?
Cog,
Where do
we should meet here. For simplicity.
this room tiny? Putting all gore bags in this room probably not good idea.
You guys can use my
Maybe
room.
First floor waiting area.
Yes. Everyone who wishes to hunt must be at waiting area by sun approach.
Very well. I will be there.
Sounds like fun.
Okay.
Good.
Make sure your hair looks good, though.
Oh, it will. I might not be able to sleep. I'm so excited.
Merrick.
Yes.
Remember, you dance at feast, not hunt.
Oh, right. Got it. I'll remember.
Good. We'll see you all later then.
All right, bye.
Goodbye to you, Lug and Cug, right?
What?
Cog.
How
Cog.
dare
Sorry.
my brother's death was tragedy, and you already forget.
I did not forget. I just slipped to the tongue. Apologize.
No
You
one
best
slips.
watch your mouth.
The dead are sacred.
I understand. I apologize again.
They're just kind of staring at you. Cog is just staring at you intently right now. And
Lug has his bottom jaw like, like his teeth are like protruding. He's just staring at you like he's angry.
I apologize, and he just leaves.
how could
I better
he
make.
bring Cog name into this? Lug.
I do not know, Cog.
That's a pretty funny slip.
I didn't realize there was a name like that. I've had the list open.
Are you guys going now to the ritual, or is there still time to do something?
There's plenty time.
Okay, is that housemaster anywhere?
Yep, he has a room.
Okay, so could you move me to that room so I don't uncover your map on accident? Thank you. I would knock, though. I wouldn't just enter. Knock, knock.
Yes, come in.
Okay. Oh,
It
who's
is
with
Volg.
them?
That's his wife.
Oh, and what is her role in the training? Is she one of our trainers, or what's her name?
She's in a equal position as he is. He's here basically operating the house and operating daily. These two don't typically partake in the training. They're here to make sure you guys are taken care of.
Okay, and what's his name?
Volg.
Volg.
Volg and Katya.
Okay, so
You can look at the
on the side.
journal, yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's just so many of them. I have to really sort through them. I haven't had time because of work, but I have plenty of time now. Let's see. I'm sorry to bother you. You said that we could come and talk to you whenever we had need or questions.
Of course. What do you need?
When a month back when we were first when you were first sorting us, you said that there's the possibility of freedom and that we could earn our freedom, and you talked of relics. Can you tell me more about that, or more of the other ways that we might be able to earn our freedom, or how I specifically could earn my freedom?
As per the master, the actual owner, that is your path. That is your path towards freedom.
Is the relics?
Yes.
And what are the relics?
There are many of them.
Uh-huh.
Rune swords, any of the God Shards relic, any of the relics of Namil.
I'm sorry, what?
Relics of Namil.
Okay. And is there a library here where I could research more, or people who can tell me more about these things?
It's a varied amount of books. Once you have earned further freedoms here as a slave, more trust, if you will be allowed to visit the library here in town.
Okay. Is there anything I can do for you or any other leaders here to help facilitate more trust?
The only thing that should matter to you right now is to complete your training.
Okay. And I take that. I want you to know I take that very seriously.
You should.
And I appreciate the opportunity to learn. Thank you. And then she
Is there
would.
anything else, Mina?
No, thank you. I'll take my leave now.
Well, she's doing it, guys.
Did I make it the right way?
Yeah, so far.
Okay, good. I think that my room is up here. Forgive me if I'm entering the wrong room. No, it's mine. Yeah.
Don't you have the marker?
When I leave my room, they're all blank again. I can't see anything.
But can you still see the text?
No, it goes away.
No.
Oh, Oh, I can still see it because Crimson's model was there. Okay. I have on cameraman he's set up to see only what you guys see.
We could put the name like right outside my door. That might be
that's
helpful.
convenient.
Okay.
Oh, by the way,
Remember.
your bed is somewhat made.
Somewhat made?
To the best of his ability.
I see.
Poor quality abilities, is that it?
It's just the blankets are kind of like they're just like spread over there.
So
Perfect.
she'll come in and kind of maybe smooth out some of the wrinkles and say, "This is a very good first effort. Thank you."
You are
And
most welcome.
She'll laugh a little bit and plop down in her bed and feel very satisfied at your failure.
What a bitch!
Hey, this guy has been her owner.
True.
I was always nice to you, though.
We don't know that. We never roleplayed that out.
I see.
And you were still her owner.
It was part of his statement. Yes, it was.
That's true, but let's think about that for a minute. Kinda, it's even worse. He pretended to be nice to her, or he was mean to her in front of everyone else, but then was nice to her in private. That's even more.
That's true. That is true. It did specify in private.
It feeds on her insecurities that she really isn't good enough. Because he's literally telling her, "You're not good enough for me to be friends with in front of everyone else." So it's fed on her insecurities.
I see.
We have
But anyway,
about Lori's character very suddenly.
I know. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I think that's all I need.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, I do have another question. Who are the druid trainers around here that she's been training with?
There's no one. So you never see someone that lives in the house.
Okay.
The only people that train you are from the outside that come in and will train, and they train you on very. They're not specialized trainers. They're training you on combat, like how to swing a sword, how to cast a spell, how to conjure whatever.
But they're not like really good.
They're good. They're just not. They're not like the masters. They're very varied.
Okay.
Some of them are good. Some are, sketchy.
Okay.
It's a very large pool of people that they're just like. You'll never see the same trainer twice.
So she's going to be working hard to try to better herself, and so she'll be taking her trainings very seriously. So if there's any NPCs or someone that she could have aligned with or talked with for that, she would have wanted to do that, or she would have done that.
Just the Resnarics.
The who?
The Resnaric Volg and Katya.
Okay.
What the
Oh,
hell?
what kind of climate or environment is this city or place located in?
So you can look on the map. It's in a. It's not subtropical, but it's actually warmer. So let me look at my own map here.
Not swampland.
This area, no, is not swampland.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, swampland you came from was more. It wasn't like the Everglades, but it was more sunny. There was a lot of life, a lot of water.
Uh-huh.
It was a wetland as much as anything.
I'm just trying to figure out what my my natural explorer, like what would I be trained in? Since I'm being my ranger training starting here, what would be the favorite terrain?
Oh, you're not using the new update, are you?
No, he's
What's
not.
the new update?
So Ranger was shitty. We'll go over that later, but Ranger was basically really a shitty class. Not really shitty, but
No, it was considered really shitty.
it was underpowered.
Your
So
character
they did an
shitty.
update with the new book, the not Bolos.
It was
Something
Unearthed.
to everything.
It was Unearthed Arcana, but it didn't make it into Xanthars, which Xanthars is the published version of Unearthed Arcana.
Right. Well, it's different though. The Unearthed Arcana they needed to nerf that or change that. They changed the Xanthars even as well.
So where would I find this information? I just made mine off the player's handbook.
Bear with me just a second.
I don't see it in Xanthars at all, actually.
No, I don't think they actually added it to Xanthars.
Yeah, they didn't, because they didn't make it through. Because the updated one was too broken. They just didn't do anything about it, as far as I know.
I don't think updated one's that good.
Well, here I'll send you a link. But the only thing that should be that like we could talk about is there's a build in there that I absolutely do not agree with.
I genuinely believe the only reason why they didn't put it in Xanthar's is because they didn't want to set a precedent of rewriting the base game with
Maybe.
other stuff.
Maybe. Fuck are you, Crimson? Crimson.
He's in his bed.
No. I was talking about like sending him a message, direct message.
Oh.
Hey, you're not allowed to do that, asshole.
He caught me.
He's the GM. He can do whatever he wants.
I set my rules,
Oh.
but I can't do it on that computer because it's a long story. Anyways,
I got the link if you get Jay.
I sent it to him. You can link it. You can link it in the chat if you'd like. All right.
So
anyways,
is it nighttime right now?
So this is over a long period of time. It can be any time you want.
Okay. So let's say it's nighttime. Hey, Silvar, are you still awake?
Wide awake. Yes. How
My
may I help you?
My character's whispering, by the way. I'm assuming this is about 3 months into it, by the way, that we've developed a little bit of a rapport.
Okay.
Have you ever?
One thing that I don't know if you guys really picked up on it, the walls are super thin, like very easy to hear through in this.
Okay, so she's gonna get down over here on her knees. Please, I know you guys are gonna have a hard time not making this sexual, but I'm gonna go forth and speak English anyway.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
I'm talking to all of you. So she's gonna get down on her knees right here in front of Crimson's bed, or Silvar's bed, and she's gonna whisper even like very super as quietly as she can, so he can barely hear her. And she's gonna say, "Have you ever thought about escape?"
I actually have. He's gonna whisper back.
Have you seen, or do you think it's possible?
I think it would be wiser to gain some more freedom to gain information about what's outside this complex.
I've been thinking that it might be wise to get as much training as we can here, but then to leave if we find an opening. Do you think others might be in our team that you trust that might want to go too?
I think we should slowly hint it to them, maybe.
Let's just look for openings and we'll talk more. And because you can tell she's kind of paranoid and she's going to rush back over to her bed.
Okay. He leaves it at that.
We're going to die. Okay, go ahead. Alright, that's it. I think I'm good. Did I break the game? Are you guys still there?
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, you broke the game.
Okay.
How dare you?
I can't hear
Can't you see
Jade.
we're playing here?
Sorry,
Oh, okay.
what I miss?
Oh,
Did you miss my conversation with Crimson?
Not the whole thing, just a few seconds of it.
Oh, she just said that. She just asked him if he'd ever thought of escape. He said yes.
I got that.
Okay. And that she wanted to get more training. And then
he heard it all. He's saying.
Okay.
We good?
Okay.
All right. So tomorrow morning.
Sure.
Okay. Lug, are you up?
Cog, I did not sleep.
Lug, I slept like man.
Oh, oh, oh.
Ah, come.
He's gonna get out of bed and walk to the door.
Bohm should know to be awake, but I will check. Merrick.
That's you.
Oh,
All right,
Must
muted. Oh, morning.
have you decided to come to hunt?
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Good.
Are we supposed to be moving our own characters at this time?
think you can.
It's up to you.
I guess I'd go this way.
Where'd you say this small one is Melik?
Jade, can you move me to the main hall so
Mm-hmm.
we have to go downstairs?
Do you see where I am right now, dude?
Yeah, they're in that room.
Yeah, I see where you are.
Well,
He's downstairs.
Clogs.
Or,
Wait,
no.
he's he's already
Oh,
downstairs.
are you talking about the bone hammer?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
the other.
Armhammer.
other bomb.
Oh, Galrog. Why did I think it was Malik? My bad.
Yeah, I'm like, no, it's a
Yeah.
different one.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so you're
And
again
then,
right.
Galrog.
Hold on. Whoa, easy.
It is time.
Where are you guys at?
Ritual.
Oh, she's still waiting for him to come get her. He was supposed to come get her.
Yes.
They're still working on it.
Okay.
You want me?
No. We leave for hunt. You prepare ritual.
And he bangs on his chest with his right hand.
He's Cog will see that, and Cog will do the exact same. Thank you again, Galrug.
He'll nod.
I'll go downstairs through this thing. Sorry to jump a little bit there.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to Garen.
Oh wait, is Garen over here?
Garen is in the room
just in the
just
same
below.
Oh my bad. Okay, I'm gonna do the same.
Okay. Oh, that's the wrong. Un momento, por favor. What? Oh, I
Is
moved.
this
I see
a
what
new
happened.
language?
No. Mr. Superman.
She looks. Well, she's probably still asleep.
Lug.
Yes, Cog.
Yin wouldn't actually be asleep.
Yeah. Of course not, Cog.
She looks asleep. Must be asleep. Lug.
Maybe if I bang my axe, she'll wake up.
Maybe.
Before you finish your sentence, Lug is just gonna loudly bang the bottom of his battle axe on the ground.
Hold on. As you do, her hand snaps out, and like as you're bringing the axe down, and she kind of pushes it off kilter, so that it won't hit the ground or the flooring. Solid, and it won't make quite as loud as a sound.
So you're saying it's not going to be as loud?
Right. She just pushes the axe as you're it's almost not loud at all because of the.
I'm assuming we're talking about the hill here, right?
Yeah.
No,
the hill.
she's talking about whatever the contact point is.
Right. Well, because obviously you're not trying to say she was about to throw her hand into a blade.
No, she was doing it on the. If it was on the axe, it would have on the.
I imagine it was probably as it was going up and just about to come down.
Okay.
Cog, she is awake.
She doesn't open her eyes though.
Gear.
She sits up, opens her eyes, rubs some sleep out of it.
Gear.
What?
What are you doing? Sleep.
She looks up, kind of like through a like hazy eyes, and she just kind of stares.
Gear. Gear.
She stands up.
Today I become man.
She starts putting her gear on.
Lug's just gonna walk away and out the door.
You are changing, Gear. He's gonna go down the stairs.
Same.
Oops, sorry about that.
I have arrived.
Bring your character down to the main room if you want to be a part of the hunt, Mark. We're leaving like basically in a moment here.
Okay, hold on. Let me just. Hey guys. Hey. Okay, I'm ready. I have no
You're
idea.
looking like a bitch.
Okay, what's a main room?
Can you bring him down to whatever room we're probably talking about here, Jade?
I'll just move the people that. Yeah, I don't think Pluck's going, right? Pluck. I don't think Puck's going, right?
Oh, what? Puck.
Puck wouldn't go on a hunt.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Come on. I'm going. Okay. Too much work to convince him.
Didn't hear Mark.
I don't know where I'm going.
Bring him in here, Jade.
Mark,
Just
get
pretend
over
he was.
Oh, there he is. I couldn't find him at first. I moved him.
Okay, so Cog's gonna be just getting in here, and he's gonna say, "Ah, I did not know if you were coming, Heron."
I mean, yeah, if it's anything like what we did for my dog, I guess it's kind of fun. I don't mind celebrating your.
Nothing fun about Bohm burial.
Right.
Cog's gonna immediately like kind of shoot his head to Lug and like give him like a sort of like confused and distressed face.
Lug is just gonna shake his head and then close his eyes like, I don't understand these humans kind of look.
Gonna look back.
I didn't mean fun. I meant important.
Yes, very important. But also, this hunt should be fun.
Yeah.
So Volg will this morning pretty much have everyone's gear, like a good set of gear, set for the this little process.
Would you say that perhaps he brought some armor here, not knowing?
Probably not armor.
Okay.
Well, wait, hold on. Let me look. Find out.
Of course, I
Roll
mean metal
D20.
armor.
No, he expected to be a hunt, and he knows that the armor like that would have been sounded, so he doesn't expect there to be a trouble. He expects you guys to be hunting something that's not really going to fight back ultimately.
Can we wear leather armor?
Are you asking me on a character? Or you're asking in character?
Oh, it's out of character. But no, my character does not come with armor. You said no armor, so he wouldn't even ask. Never mind, he's coming with no armor.
Okay, so I'm gonna look over to Volg, and I'm gonna say, Volg, is that for us?
He nods.
You spoil me. Thank you, Volg.
Nods again.
We're not planning to go far, are we?
We travel as far and for as long as it takes. Everyone, you all probably already know, but hunt is sacred. Ceremony is sacred. There are rules. Do I see anybody wearing metal armor?
Volg is not. Garen is not.
Wearing what?
Metal armor. Okay, I'm gonna assume that's all no. You all already seem to know. No wearing metal. That is good. But also, you may bring weapon, but do not draw weapon unless ceremony has been disrupted. I must hunt alone in that sense. Well, if there is nothing else, I will lead the way.
All right, in Raichion announcements, just so everyone knows, I have this is the only picture I have. I'll do a better scan of it later. But this is Ellis Garth, the city that you guys are in.
You drew that?
I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
No. He computer generated that mark.
Well, look, it could have been somebody else who drew it, okay?
Are all of the numbered areas like urban areas?
Yeah, it's just a massive housing that's doesn't
Got it.
necessarily need to be that well defined.
Is that
I figured.
6 a naval fort?
That's an E.
Is that a star fort or a port?
It's called Arrow. It's a fort. It's a castle actually.
Where are we? On here?
If you look at let me double check here. It is 10. It's called the Rag Ward.
I think it's so sweet you named something after Ellis.
That's so nice of him.
That's funny.
Wait, what do you have? What is it named?
It's called Ellis Garth. But it's, yeah.
That
Shut
she
up,
touched
Lori.
you. That she touched you that much is just it tears me up a
Yeah,
little
she
bit.
sure did.
Oh.
I am now touched.
Jade, the what ward?
It's called
I
the
need to
Rag.
speak to Jade.
Like R-A-G.
Okay.
So a couple of things. That it's called Arrow Reach Castle, the one that's in the water. It's actually built up, and it's a engineering marvel. You guys actually kind of see it from if you're in the third story and you're looking out of the window, you can actually see it sitting on the kind of like in the water. So I want to walk you guys through this a little bit. When you guys passed through, you went through A. It's called Cross Keep. You went down the road, took the left around that circle, around the city hall. You continued going east to C, which is the past portal. That's where basically that whole section that is on the left side. That's all old architecture that's got the dragon on it. Once you pass through that, it's all becoming like Griffin architecture, and the architecture changed to a more modern style. Specifically, you'll see like structures. Everything is 2-story at least, and the bottom floor tends to be like the shops, and people will live on top. Their housing will live on top. And it's just the way it looks and kind of plays out. It's all very obvious. Now, because you get a little bit of a glimpse into some of these other locations, 5 is considered the Arel ward.
The what word?
REL ward. They're all considered wars. So
It's ERE ward?
Romeo Echo Lima. 6 is the PO ward. Papa Echo Oscar. Just so you guys know, the relic it's like the relic ward, where basically it's very there's a lot of religious stuff in that particular group, that area. The PO ward is it's populous, it's just people. So you'll then go the 8, which is the harbor ward, or just harbor ward. 9 is the mirror ward, MER, which is, you'll see a lot of, like, that's where pretty much all the mercantile stuff operates from. Not everything, of course, but yeah. And then you would have also passed by the arena, which is massive. That's D, that little circle in the center. And to your immediate south is the slum ward, which is exactly what it sounds like. I mentioned that there was like shanty towns outside of the Cross Keep on the west side. That's not shown here on the map because it's not actual buildings. It's like tents and minimal sort of structures. Did a lot of people leave the chat?
What do you mean?
I keep getting notifications that people are disconnected. The chat.
Wait,
I don't get them
I think I
connecting.
accidentally exited out of it again.
Oh, Crimson left.
I don't know why. I don't
John's
know.
still here.
Not in
The Steam chat.
the Steam chat.
Can you remind me again?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm doing this like. I don't know how I'm doing it. I must be doing it unconsciously. It's just what it is. Subconsciously.
Doing what?
Subconsciously.
Oh,
Just-
leaving?
Yeah, just hitting exit on it.
What did you say 10 was?
Say
Jim?
that the PEO ward number 6 is the relic ward. Are those
No,
like?
REL.
Uh,
Relic ward is the REL ward, number 5.
Oh, okay. So, but
PO
when you
ward is just a populous center.
and
Like
the
range.
and number 5 is the religious stuff you're saying.
Right.
Okay, and then is that like where there would be like
Temples
the
and things like
rune
that.
sword and the relics and the shared
No, that
God
what
shared
you're
relic?
talking about is
Uh-huh.
very, very unique magical items.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yep. Since you guys wouldn't have gotten too much more, like you wouldn't really know what 7 or 15 or, yeah, you wouldn't really know what 12 or 13 are, nor 14. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, video. Okay, so you guys will head straight south to the main road, and then Volg will lead you east, which will give you access to now number 12 and 13. 12 is going to be the war ward, and it's very military oriented. And 13
Where is the sorry, I didn't hear where you said the mansion was in proportion to all of this.
No, it's in the kind of the center body of number 10.
What's the mansion? That's where we're at.
Right.
Okay.
So again, the 13 is the store ward.
How does that differ from the merchant ward?
The merchants is actually acted like it's got plazas for trading. It actually has a lot of shops. It has manufacturing things. It's more or less the actual main production center of the city.
Okay.
13, the store ward is there because it's at the entrance, so a lot of things come into town and are kind of left there. What else? Just want to make sure I got everything here.
And
Okay,
14?
anyways.
What was 14?
Undefined. You haven't gotten close enough to take a
okay.
look at it. Well, anyways, so basically you leave the town with Resnark at the lead, and once you guys leave the town, and you guys. Sorry.
Can we roll perception as we pass each of these words to get more information, or do you think that's all we would need?
This is all you need for the moment. In fact,
Okay.
technically, a perception. I'm kind of giving you benefits of perception based
Okay. Okay.
just looking at it,
Clearly passive perception.
Okay.
Yeah. And just on that note, by the way, I wanted to let you guys know I am actually going to operate under the passive perception rule.
Mm-hmm.
Because I actually got a little bit more information on it and understand it a little bit. Well, understand the numbers a little bit better, and it's
the uses.
Yeah, I mean, I always knew the uses, but it's more. I didn't know what values I should have been assigning things, but now I do. I got it better. Like I said, I know now. I'm used to playing Pathfinder, where like a 30 passive perception isn't all that uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, that's higher levels, so when we're looking at literally half that because this system runs at a lower base number, yeah. Anyways, so you guys, you leave the city and you basically come into an area that is obviously cleared. It's grassy for a while, but give it about 120 yards.
What number is this?
Nothing. This is just outside the town.
Oh, okay.
You're leaving the front gates, and there's a large area that they have cleared out of any sort of foliage or plant life that, it's just barren. Obviously for military purposes, but Vogue basically takes you to down the road, which it curves pretty heavily south and along the lake that's right here. And basically, once at the edge of the forest line, he looks to Cog. Which one's? Let me double check. Robbie.
Yeah.
Cog, right?
Yeah.
It's Cog. And he holds his hand out, like gesturing to you, saying like basically.
How much time would you say has passed since we left?
I don't know, maybe 20, 30 minutes.
Okay.
You guys aren't rushing, or he's not rushing you guys anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a map change for this. It's mostly going to be rolls and things like that. Ow.
And he was, okay, and you said he said what? What was he saying?
He didn't say anything. He's just holding his hand out to kind of...
Yeah.
Gesturing to him?
Yeah.
And there's a forest ahead of him, right?
Right in front of you. You're
Okay.
you're literally at the edge of the forest. You're on the road though, so you can also go kind of south to go along the road, or you can go kind of south west, which will take you directly into the forest.
Okay, we'll go southwest, and so we're gonna start walking southwest. And wait, did Vogue stop? Like, is he like turning back or like?
Nope. He's basically just letting you. He's expecting you to go forth, and once you start doing that, he follows you.
Okay. And so Vogue will take notice of him following because he's a little kind of confused himself, and keeps walking. And then right before they like get into like deep foliage, he's gonna turn around and he's gonna draw his weapon. All right, so he's gonna take out his battle axe, and he's gonna say, "Remember, do not draw." Do not draw until Lug draws. Lug will know when to draw. And then he's gonna look over and he's gonna like notice Gearn and he's gonna say, or Gear. And then he's gonna turn around and start walking back in. Or start walking in.
Okay.
And then what he's gonna do, once they're in, is he's gonna say,
I do apologize. I want to do want to interject. Kalina will have heard of this offset, and she would have approached Cog, and she approaches Cog, and she.
Do you want to just pretend that we're in my room right now and she's approaching?
Yeah. And she would have said, "I understand tomorrow morning you have a ceremony to attend."
Yes, Kalina.
I understand others have been invited, and I would like to see if I can have a place in this.
Boom were invited, but all are welcome. Kalina, please do join Hunt.
And she'll bow respectfully and says, I'm very happy you are letting me in on this.
Kalina is our team leader, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
And then
can I ask, am I allowed to help you track for prey, or does this have to be specifically something done by you?
no, I work alone.
Okay, he steps back. He will not.
His bomb way that Cog forged his own path.
Boom. Now will bathe in forest. You all should too. But if you do not wish to, I will look other way.
We have to what?
Bathe in forest.
This is Kalina speaking. Kalina says, and remember that rule or suggestion. Kalina says, is it acceptable for Silvar to assist in finding water then?
No water in forest bath. Only trees, bushes, and soil.
She looks quizzically and she says, I don't understand.
While this conversation is going on, Lug's gonna walk over to a mud puddle and just take a glop of it and coat it all over his face. Like a mud pie.
Kalina recoils slightly.
Bathe in forest takes many forms. Lug is passion. But traditionally, we all will spend much time surrounding ourselves with the bark, the leaf, and the dirt.
So my character is gonna run around and start finding some vines and some twigs, and then make himself like a makeshift crown, and then make another one and give it to. Here, I made one for you too.
Did you say Cog? You cut out.
Kalina.
Oh, okay.
She'll put it on and she'll take it from Merrick and she'll smile at him. And she'll look at it and she'll then look to Cog and she starts putting it on like looking to him for approval or denial.
So I'm assuming that this takes a little time. So does anyone else have anything before we're kind of like separating? Okay, because then at this point, Cog is actually just like rubbing himself against a tree, and like he's got leaves in his hands, and he's like as if it's a loofah, like leaves is like, and he's like scrubbing himself with the leaves.
If anyone wants to make a nature check, this is.
I want to make a nature check.
It's
Roll to
all
see
poison
if,
ivy.
That's hilarious.
Roll to see if Cog
job.
has become a tree. Oh my god.
Harry's just gonna be sitting there with like
Only one crimson. Jeez.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll twice.
very skeptical, cynical eyes, and his mouth's kind of half open. He's gonna keep staring at this happening and not doing anything.
My character's gonna smile and he's gonna start putting like on a green face paint, cover half his face with a bandana, and then put up his head.
Where'd you get face paint from?
That guy's
Why
got
not?
fucking face paint.
Green.
What?
It's like camouflage paint.
He rolled high enough to make a green paint paste.
Yeah,
and
it's got a
leaves.
It's legendary.
Okay,
That's
so,
what I have.
Both Mina and Crimson, they understand what they're doing, what he's doing, and it's basically, this is more about scent and camouflage than well, this is what you assume that this is about, like masking your scent and actually getting some camouflage on your skin.
And he'll rub his gloves in the dirt and stuff.
Kalina will. Well, let's find out. Kalina just she'll walk up after she has her crown on. She'll walk up to Lug, and as he's playing with the mud, and he'll do this. She'll do the same thing. Kalina will take the mud and just start smearing it all over her and her face and everything.
God.
Okay, so right now,
Right as
Cog's
that
over in the
happens,
forest, Lug's in the mud. Sorry, Red. Kalina's in the mud. What is the other two doing? Sorry, Mina and Heron.
Heron's just gonna go up against a tree and make sure to get as much contact as possible as he slides and sits down on the ground. And then he's gonna
Okay,
pick up
so-
the nearest leaf and just start
He's
rubbing it
lazy.
between his fingers.
I love it.
So when Kalina gets into the mud besides Lug is gonna basically oh, you do Boom proud.
She smiles weakly up at him.
Mina will follow suit and get the mud and stuff.
Why not? Put
What's
some mud on too.
What's
and then
Gearin up to?
Volg will he won't go as full as the mud thing, but he starts, what he's wearing, he'll basically throw the trees. He'll start running around through some of the bushes, and he actually gets a few scratches doing so as the leaves and twigs kind of would recoil.
What's Gearin up to?
Oh yeah, she does the mud. She goes. She's unhesitant.
I have a question, Jade, real quick.
Yes.
How old were the humans when we got captured again?
Humans would have been about 14.
Okay, so I'm roughly 7 at this point.
No, this is not even a full year. You're still like 14, maybe 15.
Okay.
Okay, so After about 20 minutes, Cog is gonna walk up to Heron. No, actually, he's gonna walk up to Merrick, and he's gonna say, Merrick,
Yes.
I know you are hesitant, but perhaps the washing with leaves would be appropriate for you.
Roll a
So-
perception check, Merrick and Cog.
Okay.
Dude, my rolls are on point tonight.
Whew.
All right, so Cog will have definitely noticed, but not Merrick. So Gieran, while you start having this conversation, she has a big 2 handfuls of mud in her hand,
Oof.
and she walks up behind Merrick as you're.
Okay, but
distracted.
Cog, you said is gonna notice, and he's gonna,
Yeah.
and he's going to,
And she lifts her arms up over
he's-
Merrick.
and he's gonna push. He's gonna push, and it's gonna. I'd like to think this is before she gets to like the full like. It's not like he's pushing him out of the way at the last second.
Mhm.
And he's gonna say, Gieran, we must have patience.
So my
And then
character,
she flops it down on top of him.
Oh no.
And she goes, I teaching this one to be bone,
Wait, who is this? Kalina?
Merrick.
Gieran.
No, it's Gieran Gorbag.
Oh, okay.
And then so that crown that he had, the sticks and stuff, is now got this giant like mud ball, kind of like encased like a cage. And then she puts both hands on being taller than him on his shoulders with her muddy hands, and she starts like smearing it on his clothing. And then she goes, "Isn't that right, Merrick?"
so my character is going to be obvious. I'm sorry, Merrick is going to be shocked at first, like this bitch kind of think, and then starts looking around and notices that just about everybody else is covered in mud, and then he just embraces it. He's like, you know what? I could do this too. So he grabs 2 big handfuls of the mud in his hair, and he just starts smearing it all over his face and all over his body, and he's just covering himself with mud.
And the entire time that, like, because I'm assuming, so Kieran gets all this stuff done, and there's this big moment that I'm sure not a lot of people were, like, a part of this moment, but there's this big moment between Kieran putting the mud on the head and, like, any reaction coming from Merrick, I'm assuming. That's how that's going to be playing out, and Cog is just going to be in like sort of like a half state of shock, just really wide-eyed. And he doesn't know how Merrick's about to handle it. So, and then he's going to have a smile, and he's going to say, "Merrick, thank you." And then he's going to say, "Gieran, that could have been bad."
She will reach over and she'll like with her muddy hands she'll pinch the low hanging earlobe of Merrick just a little bit, and he goes, "Ah, no, Merrick, little buddy."
And then I kind of brush her hand away. Stop it.
And she'll hug him.
And Cog's going to turn around, and he's going to look directly at Heron. And he's going to start walking over.
Lazy motherfucker.
Heron.
As he sees this, Heron's gonna start rolling around the floor very slowly.
And he's gonna get all the way over, and now Aaron's like rolling around and stuff, and he's gonna say, "Enthusiasm, good Heron." and
So-
he's gonna join him.
Lug's gonna
Rolling
get up
around.
from the mud puddle. He's gonna start tearing bark off one of the trees. Only a little bit though. He's gonna start rubbing it on himself, and then when he's done, he just leaves the piece of bark stuck to the mud on his body.
Okay, so like 10 minutes are gonna go by, and then another 10 minutes are gonna go by, and if you guys are like waiting for Bohm to like stop, like they just keep doing it.
Kalina will, after about 15 or so minutes, to say, are we good? Is this enough?
A tree bath is much longer than water bath.
After about 5
Oh,
minutes of
okay.
rolling, after about 5 minutes of rolling, Heron just gonna stop and like with his face to the ground, just stop rolling and just stay there.
Lug is gonna walk up behind him, and by this point, there are leaves
On top
all
of him, then?
over. Like, no, not like that. Like at his feet. He's just standing there looking at him.
Okay.
Lug's got like leaves all over him, pieces of bark. Like you can't see his skin because he's so muddy, and he's just gonna stare at Heron.
Kind of creepy. Like Heron has no idea this is happening. He's trying to actually take a little nap right now, but it's kind of hard.
With his face in the mud.
Yeah, not completely. Like he can still breathe. Like it's a little bit to the tilted.
Okay, and then he's and after like maybe 10 more minutes, finally, I don't know about Gieran, but Cog is kind of just standing there and noticeably not doing it anymore, sort of like waiting on other people to stop.
Heron would have dozed off at that point.
Lug's gonna finally kick Heron in the foot.
Heron, it is
Oh.
time.
And he's just gonna lay there for like an extra 2 minutes, if you can let him. If you let him.
Cog's gonna go ahead and Cog's gonna say, "It is time. If you feel green, then we move." And Cog is gonna start walking ahead.
Lug's gonna follow in hot pursuit.
Heron's just gonna like do that thing where like you do like he does a push up off the floor, stays in a plank position for like 5 or 10 seconds, and then gets up.
And now is time for this check, I'm assuming.
Well, first things first, actually, you're going to want to do you're going to do another perception check.
Okay.
Okay, so in your first, half an hour or so, you're not seeing any tracks that are fresh enough or that you can determine are, something you want to hunt. So go ahead and roll again.
Is it just Rob?
I mean, I'm assuming you guys can roll as much as you want, but if you tell my character, that's a totally different thing.
So are we following you?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you didn't follow me, in which case, no.
Well,
You'll find nothing specific, nothing particularly interesting. Like you get rabbits and stuff like that after the next half an hour.
Okay.
And now you just don't. You're not really getting any tracks at all at this point.
Can my character roll survival just for shits and giggles and see if he sees anything?
Well, it's a perception I believe, to check to see it first.
Is it? I thought
Tracks.
track. Can you
Tracks or survival?
Oh, well, my apologies. Well, you can.
It would be at a +2.
Why only
Modified.
+2?
Oh, it'd be additional +2 because of Nature Explorer.
Because of why?
Oh, never mind. No, he doesn't get a +2. Hold on.
I think it's get
It looks fine. That's
Just that.
Are you? When are you starting? Like, which check are you doing it?
Me?
No. When is Crimson starting to do survival?
He won't do it until actually if it starts looking like
What's
Rob's character is getting frustrated.
My character's just totally in it, like, right now. Like, there's no...
Okay.
My character's,
Or
more
he's just tracking behind him to see if he like obviously missed anything. But he's not going to try to notify him anything.
Okay. So, while on this recent check, you find yourself tracking a deer.
lug. He's gonna shoot around and he's gonna say lug.
Lug's gonna look at Cog.
Would deer do us proud?
No. Must.
Deer,
Maybe buck. But still not preferable.
Garen,
She will make a nature check, and she'll say, "This foreign deer may not be much better. Other things may not be better than deer. But take time.
Yes, we have much
We
time."
can find many more."
And then now he's gonna go back. So he's gonna split away from the deer, to be clear. And we'll find anything now.
You find. Give me a second here. You find another deer track on this one.
He's not even gonna bother turning around on that one.
Crimson, you can roll a couple more if you want. Survival checks. Okay. All right, Crimson. Well, while
on a dragon.
he was tracking. Well, he obviously found something, and you found it too. It was another deer. But you found bear tracks. However, the bear tracks they're slightly not natural. The front tracks, I guess you could call them, they have a wider. It's nothing you've ever seen, but the back end of this creature is totally a bear. The front end, the claws are much wider, set apart.
Okay. He's gonna call off. He's just gonna kind of sit around the tracks a little bit, not like trying to point him out, but then he's gonna call
Ben Bear Pig.
Garen Gorbag over, just like
Okay.
he's gonna try to talk to her.
Okay.
He goes,
Yes.
How long do these hunts normally last?
Can be weeks.
Weeks, I see.
Unlikely, but can be weeks.
So he's kind of just like walk over the tracks a little bit. What kind of things do you guys look for?
Whatever satisfies, and he'll gesture to Cog.
You keep saying he, but you know she's a girl.
Yeah,
I-
Garen is a chick.
Yeah, I know. I said she,
No,
right?
no. You said he, Jade.
Oh, my bad.
Are we?
For Nita.
Is she like the leader of? Well, no. Cog is the actual. He does everything, but is there anyone that actually acts as his guide? Like, would Garen be his closest thing?
If you're asking in general, I'm gonna assume you've already noticed that nobody's helping me guide.
Nobody from home.
Cog, make a perception check. You actually heard him ask the question.
Cog is gonna turn around, and he's gonna like sort of wave to everyone to be still and silent. And then he's gonna say, "Is there problem, Silvar?"
Oh, I was just asking more about the ritual. Cog.
He's just gonna put up a his index finger to his mouth, like a human would, and then he's gonna say, "There will be time to speak later." And
He
he's gonna
nods.
go back to hunting.
So, Gearn, while he goes back to hunting, she will look to Silvar. She'll point to her eyes, like, with two fingers, and then she'll point to the ground, and she'll shrug her shoulders, and then point to you.
He just shrugs his shoulders and holds up his hands.
She grimaces a little bit, but she starts moving forward.
He just follows behind quietly.
All right, Rob, another perception check.
You mean survival or perception?
Survival check. That's what I said. Don't argue with me, because I'm the best. All right, man. This place is full of rabbits and deers. That's another half an hour. So you're what, about 3 hours through? You've lost. You're not getting any major tracks at this point. So 3.5 hours. Yeah, you're not even sure anything's alive right now. All right, you start picking up some more like small game, badgers, things like that.
Did Heron hear Gearn say that this hunt could take 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay, Heron was devastated by that news.
So again, you found another deer. Another set of deer tracks. This forest is fucking lousy with anything but deer, apparently. The particular tracks, though, are it's a decent sized deer. Probably not a buck, but you're what, about 4.5 hours? You lost tracks. Yep, you're just wandering into some dead zone. Okay.
There it is.
So you've actually found the tracks of at least one wolf. You're guessing probably no more than 3.
His eyes are gonna get big. He's gonna turn to he's gonna turn to Lug, and he's gonna say, "I can sense the pack."
Lug is gonna look at Cog and his eyes are gonna go wide and be like, "The pack?
Yes.
Here?"
And he's gonna start following these tracks.
Okay.
Lug is gonna clutch his weapon, like it's no longer like in its sheath, or on his back. It's in his hands.
Volg, now that seeing Lug, he'll draw his weapon, his sword, Mina will draw her rapier.
And what's Gieran doing?
Garen is she doesn't have her weapon drawn. She's not drawing her weapon. She's intently watching, and she's also tracking. It's very obvious that she's tracking, but she's not moving forward as far as you guys are.
Okay. Okay, so am I rolling more survival?
Yep.
How does one sheath
She's
a
what?
glaive?
And before this roll gets completely filled out, Cog is gonna notice that everybody's carrying weapons, even though he's not carrying his weapon. And when he finally notices, he's gonna flip around.
Well,
And he's
my
gonna-
weapon's not drawn.
Right. But
Mine's
there's weapons drawn, boys. Okay, I get it. Some of you don't, but there's weapons. And he's gonna say, "Look, why you draw?"
I draw because pack never alone.
Hug, I can do this. Put weapons away.
Fine.
He's gonna put it back on his back, just kind of slowly,
Kieran smiles
almost
and nods
begrudgingly.
to
And
Cog.
Cog's gonna go ahead and resume the tracks. And he's actually gonna go ahead and take out his shield.
So the tracks are getting a little faint, but you're still able to track them. Yeah, okay, so you spend a lot of time, and you've lost the tracks, but you haven't lost them completely. But you spent a lot of time doing it. Okay, you're back on the trail again. You picked up the tracks again. At this point, you can recognize that
My bad.
there's 3 of them. With the next survival roll that you rolled, you'll notice that actually 2 of them are fairly young.
Okay.
But one of them's
He notices what?
Two of them are very young.
Are young.
How fresh are they?
They're starting to get more fresh as you're tracking. Okay, on this one, you'll notice that the wolves basically they come up to a watering hole. They, based on the tracks, they kind of sat around and took a moment, sniffed around, but they this is good for you because you've actually got a big head start or close the gap with this.
Okay, so I think that they're right around the corner then.
Very close.
Okay, and I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna say, and no. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything, and I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna say, no.
But then I said,
He's gonna say not anything.
I'm gonna hold up the number 3 with my hand, and then I'm going to use my hand to signal on me with just one index finger. And then I'm going to keep doing it. It's just going to be me pointing to myself very intently, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go on top of these tracks.
Heron's gonna like go kind of close to Merrick. What does it mean?
Lug's not gonna walk forward. He's just gonna stand in place while Cog goes.
Gieran will not. She didn't pull her weapon out, but she stands next to Cog and grips her weapon, just the hilt.
Should that have been a survival roll, or am I at the point where I'm moving stealth?
You're moving stealth at this point.
Okay.
Pretty intense.
So my character responds to Hadric.
Harry.
And,
Harry.
Perception check as well.
I
Says,
can hear you breathing.
Ooh.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
says, we're supposed to stay.
Don't move.
Lug overhears.
He is close.
Can we
All right.
sit?
Well, you get your sight. It's two, cubs basically. They're with like a. You can't tell yet if it's a mother or a father, but they're with a larger wolf that's training them or teaching them. It's a new pack, or this is something that's like caught them set behind from another group, but they are segregated from a normal sized pack, and they're milling around, sniffing. They are themselves tracking some small prey, and they're taking their own sweet time as you stealthily move through the forest.
Oh shit, we should show them the rabbits.
And I'm gonna go ahead and get as close as possible, and then I'm gonna lunge at the mother.
Okay, take another stealth check. Oh, look at you.
Catching up on the rolls.
Make an attack.
Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and rage first. Is that all right?
Yep. Yes, you hit.
And
And
so okay, wait, you go ahead.
you bring its axe down right on top of it. However, it's not dead.
Okay.
You cut deeply into its side, and you come roaring out of your hiding space, and the other two wolves, the two small ones, take a very defensive stance in regards to this. Not really. They look to the larger one to determine how they want to proceed. The larger one whips around very quickly, and we're gonna roll initiative since you got the surprise.
Do I not get a bonus action for my surprise round?
Didn't you do the
Does that
rage?
count? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Robbie, you only get +2 to damage when raging, not to hit.
Oh. No, wait, no. No, I didn't give myself +2 to damage.
What's the +5?
+3 from my strength and +2 from proficiency.
Oh, my bad. So then you need to add an extra 2 to your damage roll.
Actually, don't even worry about the initiative because I'm doing a D in Fiat anyways.
Ah.
So the wolf basically just jumps up on you and tries to go for your throat.
Okay.
And the it misses,
Okay.
but it gets you right on the shoulder, and it gets you good and deep.
Okay.
So then, and it starts just trying to rip in, and you can basically do what you want to do from there. It's your response. You're very hurt right now.
I am going to throw it off in my rage. Do I take damage, or are we doing this more like?
It's like I said, you're very wounded. I would have given you a number.
Okay.
Since you don't have technically, you don't actually have stats here right yet.
Okay. I'm gonna throw it off onto the ground.
Yep.
And in my rage, and I'm gonna go for another slice.
Okay. Go ahead and make an yep. Okay. So this time, so it got thrown off. You missed the attack. It, however, it rolls to its feet because you threw it down on its back, and instead of attacking you immediately, it prepares an action.
Okay.
So now it's your turn. The other two wolves are not. They're still in their defensive state, not really jumping in. They might.
Okay, so my character is gonna get really small behind the shield. So the shield's gonna be kind of covering about as much as he possibly can, and he's going to slowly move forward with the axe just prepared to swing the moment he gets close.
Okay. So make an attack.
Okay.
All right. So as it lunges at you, and it kind of grabs, bites you on the what do you call it, the shin.
Okay.
But its teeth don't make much purchase in the flesh.
Okay.
But it does leave a little bit of a scratch, which more injury.
Okay.
But as it lunges forward, you come in from the side, and you hear the wolf whimper, and it's now laying in a pool of blood. Its chest rising and falling slowly, and it's slowing and slowing more
Okay.
as it slowly, painfully dies. But it's not. You have the opportunity to do something in between should you want. As soon as the mother goes down, the other two wolves bolt.
Okay. And I'm going to place my knee onto its sort of breathing area to help it stop breathing.
Mm-hmm. It goes faster.
Yeah, and once it's suffocated, however long that is, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 2 minutes,
Doesn't take very long at all.
he's gonna throw it over his shoulder, and he's gonna be so proud. He's gonna be standing up straight, and he's got this huge blood gash wound in his left shoulder, and he's got some blood dripping off of his shin. Of course, he's just covered in the wolf's blood, I'm assuming, in different ways, and but all of this is completely out of his mind as he approaches the entire party's view. This big old fucking mama wolf hung over his shoulder.
That wound will be a permanent long-term scar, though.
Okay.
Just like he likes it.
And then Kalina, she's like, she looks at Garen and she's like, looks like she wants to applaud, but she's questioning, and Garen does, and she doesn't really pay attention to the response. She just walks forward and offers a hug to a very masculine hug, mind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
To Cog.
And Cog is with the wolf sort of angled so that he can kind of get in there. He's gonna kind of get in. And then he, the moment that is done, he's gonna look to Lug.
Lug is gonna offer his arm for a very manly whole arm shake.
Okay, and he's gonna do that. Red, may I make a suggestion? Although I hate doing it. I hate the idea of doing it. When you grab when our arms reach, instead of doing whatever, it's raise it like the triumphant sort of thing pose, where it's here is the victor, where that they do in wrestling when you win the wrestling.
Boxing, wrestling.
Yeah.
MMA.
That's what I was going for.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were trying to say a handshake, like a
That's
Roman
right.
handshake.
No.
But anyways.
Okay, and then Cog is gonna say, "It is time." He's gonna say it much faster, much more, capable. Then gonna start. Now the wound's gonna start kind of showing in his movement, but he's going to, independently start heading back.
Volg, he asked, was that it?
And Cog says, "It is done. Time for feast."
Oh, as soon as you say that, this completely anguished Heron right now at this point, just completely just tired, gets this face of happiness, and then it just goes back to a despair look, and then that's him right now.
So as Cog walks past me, I notice the blood. I say, "Cog, you want me to patch you up? That might fester, especially with all that mud and leaf stuff."
Cog's gonna turn his head, but he's gonna keep walking. He's gonna say, "We must form ritual and feast before this."
Okay, if you say so. That looks terrible. Does it hurt?
No. And he's gonna say that as he kind of like whimpers inside a little bit. He's gonna flaunt his 16 constitution.
All right. Well, you guys get.
Oh,
It
can I
takes-
ask something?
Well,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna ask Cog if it's possible if I can enjoy my forest bath a little bit longer, since we've always been stuck in for so long. And I'll catch up with him quickly to
Bath.
join in his feast.
Bath.
Volg
Time.
coughs at that request.
Who does?
Volg, the housemaster.
And then when so he's gonna say bath time, and then he notices the cough. He's gonna be like, he's gonna shoot his head over to Silvar, and he's gonna say, Silvar, you try to escape?
No. Never escape.
Silvar, this is my honor from Volk. And he's gonna keep walking.
So as we're walking back, Heron's just gonna be like under his breath, just 4-hour hike. I just signed up for. I didn't even get to use the glaive.
I'm gonna quickly.
Log is just gonna like hear that, like overhear it if he's close enough.
Yeah,
Should I roll for that, Jade?
I mean, I just did it myself, so
I mean, I assume
you can.
Okay.
he's not hiding it, right?
It's pretty under my breath. It's kind of just to himself. You have to really be listening to him.
All right, then I'm gonna assume you wouldn't have just heard it just because it'll be just funny.
So I just start walking through everybody, and I start like punching everybody on the arm, like, yeah, we did it. Just punching everybody on the arm, like
He's totally
flaunting.
taking credit for it.
Yeah,
Lumdy?
like just punch people in the arm and going, yeah, and then like kind of like trying to flex his fucking twig. Yeah.
So, do we make it back?
Hold on a second.
When Merrick makes it to Lug, he's just gonna
Well, hold on.
Scream.
It's Crimson. Say your what? What are you doing?
Do you want me to just say that out loud?
Well, what are you doing? Because
Before we left the actual site, as he's walking away, he wanted to see if there was any tracks of one of the wolf puffs he could see.
yeah, with your ability, yeah, you can see the tracks.
He's gonna try to capture it real quick. He could
So
do
you
animal
start walking
handling.
in either direction, and Volg coughs really loudly, like a lot more loud than the last one he coughed at. And he's looking at you.
He's gonna approach Vogue closely and just actually ask his request, just quietly, so no one overhears.
Which is?
He
What's
wishes to try to take one of the wolf pups back.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Odd.
They are going to need each other to survive. Taking away their only crutch is going to be devastating to the other one. And besides that, we have a long trek back. We spent 6 hours out here, which means we won't get back until probably after dark.
Did I hear that?
Yep.
6 hours. It was a 6-hour ride.
I see.
May I point out that since we were tracking, that would double our speed, or double the time it would take to move, so it would only take us 3 hours to get back.
True.
All right. So do we make a mech?
Did
All right,
we,
so-
Yeah, he'll just relent on the subject.
Did we walk through any water on the way back? Like, or do we look the same
Walk
by the time we get to the
past
city?
water. Well, yeah, you look pretty much the same.
Lug is not going to care.
Spend time doing anything about it. Well, okay, so you guys will get back, and it'll be just before dusk, like twilight a little bit, as you guys are walking up to the city with Cog looking like a mess. The city lets you in. There's no problem with that. Gates are open. As you guys are starting to basically enter the town, right as you turn to kind of head north into the rag ward, a kind of falling from the sky, a figure drops down and like right behind Volg and stabs him in the back.
Who's closest to Volg right now?
Volg is actually at the back of the line.
So do we notice?
Yeah, I mean, you guys hear the thump and him going like
I'll swing around with my wolf in my hand, but I'm assuming I'm in the very front.
Do we
Probably.
recognize who it is, or is it like a stranger?
It is
Is it someone from our village?
It's a masked figure. Looks like it might be a female. Cloaked, so basically you're not seeing much of anything.
Lug's gonna turn around and he's gonna see a masked figure with a knife and the knife in Volg, and he's gonna enrage.
So
Well-
I'm assuming I'm in the back, right?
No, Volg is in the very back.
I'm saying like I'd be like the closest to him.
Being that you're maybe.
Okay, so I'm not gonna turn around to that noise.
Great.
I
Well,
think-
anyways, the one thing that happens almost immediately, as soon as the dagger, and he Volg falls to his knees, but he's not dead. And then the figure, having completed its surprise round, dashes off into the city streets.
How far does she get away before we are able to
Like I
react?
said, she dips around. Fuck, I couldn't get that word out. Dips around a corner, and she was just running very quickly.
Okay, so my character is gonna rush to the housemaster.
Volg.
Yes, and she's gonna examine his wound.
Okay, it's just one. Well, it's still got the dagger in it.
Okay, but I don't want to just take it out if it's in an artery. So she wants to examine it.
Make a medicine check.
Okay, hold on. Oh. Medicine check. Where is that?
Under
Medicine.
medicine.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Under skills. Okay.
Okay.
You think it's probably best to leave the dagger in for the moment. You don't
Okay.
know that it's gonna do anything specific, but it is still gonna block.
How's he looking like hit point wise? From my medical
He's
check,
hurt.
would I
He's
I
hurt.
feel like I should do cast a spell on him to cure his wounds?
That probably would be a good thing.
That's
for
what she's gonna do. So let's look at her spells. She has. The fuck does she have? How about this?
Cure wounds.
And we're level 1?
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like to do that.
Okay.
So should I roll 1d8?
Plus
Yep.
your spellcasting ability. And add your spellcasting, which is I think
Wisdom. For a druid,
oh,
it should be
that's right,
wisdom.
that's right. Yeah. You'd think a lawyer would know how to play a druid.
I do. I'm trying to figure out the macros.
It's a /
It's right here.
ROLL space 1
Just
delta
/R.
Hold on. Crimson Crimson's mansplaining to me right now. Hold on a second.
Bitch!
So, while all
I did
that was going on,
Oh, you failed. I'm just kidding, baby. Okay.
I'll go down the list. I'll just go down the list of just to see what everyone does.
okay.
But I'll wait for Lori to finish.
Okay, there you go.
Good. Okay, middle again, but does
Did
seem
it
to help
did it help a lot or a little?
a very little.
Okay, because I have 2 of those spells because of the cleric thing. So can
Well,
I cast it again?
Cleric thing. Well, no, because we're gonna go. So Crimson, how do you react to this?
Oh, okay.
He's actually going to see if he can just go past the corner since he moves pretty fast. He's gonna chase after her with his bone drawn. See if he can get a shot off one turn in the corner.
Yeah, you can actually as you turn the corner, you kind of see her down like an alleyway. Yeah, you can take a shot.
He's gonna fire.
Go ahead. All right. Even with the benefit of her running, you do not get the hit on her.
There's a benefit to her running.
Yep. If you're running full,
She has a benefit? Like, what does she get?
you get a benefit.
Oh,
She's running full speed, so you get advantage.
Yeah, haven't
Well,
you
even
seen
then.
Game of Thrones?
an 18 doesn't hit her?
Yeah,
Oh Jesus Christ!
18 did not hit her. Did I hear that
that's
right?
what I said.
Wow.
See, if she was serpentining,
All right. Alori did her thing, so Nanny does not hear. Cog.
So wait, Nanita's not here. Oh right, of course. Like not.
Lumpy's not here.
Yeah. Nanita's still here. It's just okay.
Right.
And so he did like just turn around really quick with this wolf in his hand. Treachery. And, gonna say, "We must get him to fort." And,
The home is
he'll point to Lug, or well, he'll point to him, and he'll say, "Lug, help him."
Lug is just like he's not in a communicable state right now. Like as he's turning around, he's just instantly angry after he saw that Volg was stabbed.
Yeah, that would have hit Crimson.
Okay, then I'll roll damage then. I don't have this set up, but this will be additional +2.
Okay, damn, that hurt. Okay, Goofball, go ahead and do respond how you would. How you would.
That wasn't my complete response, though.
I know. I'm going down the list.
So after hearing Cog, or I'm sorry, after seeing him get stabbed and hearing Cog say that we need help getting back to the fort, I immediately run to the dude. Forgot his name right now. Sorry, Volg, and offer him my shoulder so that we can walk back to the fort.
As you're doing that, Gearin kind of also does the same thing, but she pushes you out of the way.
Then I
Is that
push
his
back.
wife?
Very unceremoniously. No, it's one of the orcs. It's a female orc.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna do a strength check to push her off. Actually, like no bullshit.
Ooh.
Ooh, feisty.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
Oh, I just hit the strength button. I didn't know what else to do.
No, you're good.
That's fine. I'll do the roll here.
That was with the -2, boys.
All right, she beat
So
you.
that's pretty good.
I cross my arms and kick her in the foot. Storm.
She is unconcerned. Mark, how do you respond?
so they're just sitting there, and everyone just turns around suddenly, and just like, what? And then some people just start running right past him, and he turns around.
Remember, I do say stuff, Mark, too.
Yeah, but, I mean, he's like, what? After you guys all turn around and everyone starts doing what they're doing, right? And then that's when Heron turns around, and he's gonna see Volg bleeding, and for a very split second, like very, very split, he has to immediately stop himself from smiling. And then he's gonna, what happened? And then he's just gonna kind of sit there because he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay. Redstorm.
So, practically right as Lug saw the would-be attacker, he's gonna race after them. Like, he's already like angry. Nobody can talk to him otherwise. He's just chasing this person. Draws his weapon. The only thing he has is a battle axe, right, Jade?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's in full pursuit. Just chasing the attacker hard. Running, I guess, with Crimson, who was there. Crimson, what's your character's name again? Silvar?
Silvar.
Yeah, Silvar. So I'm gonna run past Silvar and continue my pursuit.
This sounds familiar.
Uh-oh. Well, I mean, come on.
Uh-oh.
He can only get so much dumber, though, Goof.
All right, so
Got him. Roasted.
you chase after her, but strangely enough, she's faster than you.
When I see that, I'm just gonna slow down and just yell, like, at the top of my lungs. Like, nothing even, like, legible, just, like, anger. And then I'm just gonna
Battle roll?
walk back to the rest of the party.
Well, I mean, that's just one round.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Um,
didn't know. Were we supposed to roll initiative or no?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going down the list. Just giving everyone a chance to respond with how they might.
What if I move forward? Is she still moving in a straight line?
So since it's basically her turn, let me double check here. Yeah, okay. Garen starts with the help of Garen. He's moving forward, trying to continue down the road since you guys are almost home. But he's like limping a little bit. It's a back wound. It hurt, and it's affecting the way he's walking.
And my character would have made sure that to say not to remove the knife, to be very careful with it.
And I'll be much closer. When we start walking forward, I'm going to be like just right in front of them, but still, I'm more focused on this wolf in my hands.
Sure. So the figure, she jumps up onto a roof, seeing that she got shot, and kind of disappears over a what do you call it? A steeple.
What?
The how they have like a housing that comes together at a point.
No.
Okay, good.
Mark, you got it.
Roofs that come to a point, Mark.
Oh, yes.
That's just a steeple.
Don't pretend like you know, Mark.
Well, that's how my house is.
Okay, so she goes over one of those.
Okay.
And basically, she's not gonna be able to be shot at. The chase is gonna be very difficult over because she's introducing a new terrain advantage. So she's off. So everyone else you guys can kind of react as a group now.
My character is going to actually go to the point where he hit her.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to see if there's any blood.
Who he hit who? Oh, I see what you're saying. Where
Wait,
she hit him. Yeah.
Survival check.
Yep.
At that time, Lug is gonna be walking up to Silvar, clearly angry.
Okay, you don't see any blood.
and he's still looking around, but he kind of pays attention to
Lug.
Lug is gonna keep walking past, and he's just kind of got his axe dragging, like a little bit on the ground, not the blade side, but the hilt side.
Okay.
He's just walking back to the party.
Alori?
My character is wanting to stay close to the housemaster and make sure that he's okay and trying to tend his wounds.
You gonna throw another heal on him?
I would like to, yes.
Go ahead.
All right.
You can just roll the d8 plus 3.
Oh, okay, thanks. I thought you wanted us to do that.
No. Okay. So that was a better heal.
Yay, so I've healed him 14.
Yep. Cog.
Yep.
And
Yep.
she's going to say to him, we're going to make sure you're all right. That kind of
Okay.
thing. Kind of be trying to
Yeah,
offer
that
him words of
works.
encouragement.
In a response.
He does what?
Grunts in a response.
Okay.
Merrick.
So does he have a free arm?
Yep.
So I go over to the free arm and put it over my shoulders,
Mhm.
and then I glare at whatever her name is.
Garen.
Sorry, Garen. I don't have that list up right now. Sorry.
Okay, Mark.
Mark.
That's his turn.
he switches his glaive from one shoulder to the next.
He took his glaive and he put it in his hands.
That's it.
He's guarding,
Okay.
kind of. I mean,
Lazily, right?
yeah. He's not really in
Okay,
any
so
position.
You guys will continue taking him up the road, and after about 4 or 5 rounds, he pats Gieran and Merrick on the shoulders, and he stands up straight, as if not wounded at all.
Who did he pat on the shoulder?
The people that were helping him.
Okay.
And he starts, he nods to everyone, pretty much as though he's unwounded.
And then falls over and dies.
Does he remove the knife?
He just got stabbed by his wife.
Like, is the knife
Spoilers.
still lodged in the side
Yes.
of his?
That's my
Yes.
guess.
So my character, in response to being petted on a dude that we thought was, bleeding out and potentially paralyzed or
he's bleeding.
something,
He's bleeding.
right? Just kind of has his mouth wide open and just like points to him and then points to Gurren and then points back to him and just like, and that's it.
And he'll, like, Gieran is even a little shocked. And he'll walk to Cog, and he'll pat him on the shoulder.
Cog will notice now when he gets patted, and he's going to look over, and he's going to have kind of a quizzical look on his face. And he is going to say,
He'll say to him,
"Oh,
your honor is completely and utterly upheld."
honor. Fog. What you mean?"
Your word has great meaning to me now. More meaning than it might have had previously.
Does my character hear that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
he-
go ahead.
and Cog will say, "Fog. Let's get back first. Then speak."
He'll nod, and he'll look to the rest of you, and he says, "You all did very well."
Does he say anything specific to my character?
No, he kind of gives you all just a real brief look.
All right.
Is this some sort of test?
She's gonna note that shit. Just like.
That's okay.
All right.
That's what Heron will say.
So you guys will come up the road, and as you know, he's no longer concerned with walking behind you, obviously. And he, as he approaches, you'll notice that there's a beggar on the road, and he'll drop a coin. Undiscerned to you guys, he'll drop a coin in his cup as he passes by.
What do you mean?
So there's a beggar on the road, and he's holding a cup up to you guys as he passes. You guys don't have any coins, but Volk drops a coin in the cup.
Okay.
Can I roll, I guess, to see if that's a beggar that's normally there?
Yep. Well, yeah, you guys will have known. Yeah, it's definitely a beggar that's there. It's a beggar Karn, which is in your non-faction kill NPC folder.
As they're walking, he's gonna kind of look to his people, and Heron's just gonna go. Are we just tested? What just happened?
While we're walking by, Lug is going to be very suspicious of the beggar, keeping a very close eye on.
So do we make it back then?
Yeah,
And-
you make it back without any further concern.
Does nobody answer him? Okay,
Just-
guys. Okay.
And how dark is it?
Well, like I said, by the time you actually, it was starting to be twilight. It's still only twilight.
Okay.
Kind of like the middle ground of twilight as you actually it might be a little closer to the end as you get into the house.
And just to clarify, does my character feel snubbed, like he didn't recognize her at all? I mean,
No,
would
he looked
she,
to everyone.
or did he actually acknowledge her and
He
everybody?
acknowledged her with a look. Yeah. as far
Okay,
as-
okay. Just to make sure.
Okay, so we're just approaching now.
Yep. Outside on the patio, actually it'll be the south side, but in this little.
Oh, it's outside.
I'll move you.
Thanks.
As you're approaching, you have this little section that you're in right now.
Mhm.
Has been basically set up by a few of the orcs and some of the other people that might have helped.
Okay.
As this sort of the ritual fire pit and everything that would be needed for your the completion of this process.
And as he approaches, he's gonna notice that Galrog's done this. And I'm assuming Galrog's here.
Oh, let me actually do that. Yeah.
And he's gonna say, Galrog, hunt was success. And then he's gonna say, Galrog.
Okay, and then you stop because he punches you. He punches you in the face and laughs. It's not like a real hard punch, but he goes,
Okay.
"Ha ha! You man now."
And he's just gonna swallow
Yeah, he is.
because there's gonna be some blood in his mouth.
Boy, why are you always so sexual?
I don't know.
There's gonna be some blood in his mouth, and he's gonna swallow, and he's gonna look up. Galrog. Vog. Hurt. He's gonna now look to Vog. And gonna say, give minute.
He nods. Back,
And,
takes a step back.
And then he's gonna kind of have a quizzical look as he looks to just everybody, and he's gonna say, "Someone go, help."
Help. Vogue says, "Help? Help what? What are we doing?"
Wait, so that wasn't a test? What's happening?
And he's gonna, and now Cog's gonna be more confused than ever, and he's gonna be like, Bog, go get patched.
He points to his back, which still has the dagger in it, and he just he said, "Oh, this," and he kind of reaches to the back, but he can't actually quite reach it. And then he shakes his like his torso and kind of trying to shake it off, and the dagger falls out. And it was a partial dagger. It actually stabbed into him, but it wasn't nearly as deep as appeared.
Lucky Vog, dumb assassin, stab with half knife.
My laughing is his laughing. I'm going inside. You guys, I like you, Cog.
And Cog, and then Cog's face is gonna get really like kind of sad looking to Skern. He's gonna say, Vog, not feast.
Cog.
No, I'll be right back. I will be right back.
And then Cog's gonna turn to Galrog and he's gonna say,
Before Vog leaves, Lug's gonna say something.
my bad.
Okay, well, you go ahead and Robbie say what
Vog.
No, Robbie say what you're gonna say first.
He'll say, now we skin. And he's gonna take out his axe, and he's gonna kind of gesture to Galrog.
Yep, he'll approach. Galrog will actually take out it's like it's a smaller axe that is designed more for skinning specifically.
Okay. Red really should go ahead and do whatever.
It's kind of too late now.
He's not left yet.
I know, but now it doesn't make sense.
Oh.
He's just walking away.
Great job, Jade.
The entire night's been ruined.
Rip.
All right, no more ritual. It's all over.
Pack it up.
Okay, boys, let's pack it up and go home. Oh wait, we are home.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't make any sense anymore, then I'm guessing Galrog and Cog just start skinning.
Yeah, they'll skin it. A few minutes later, Vogue and Katya will come out. Katya will look very harshly towards Silvar and hands him back his arrow.
Oh my god, spoilers!
And she says, "Nice shot."
He looks a little dumbfounded at first. He goes, "I'm sorry, my lady."
Lug is like processing this in a very similar way that he had in the past. He's just not quite sure if he's about to explode in anger yet. As things are still coming to him slowly, he's got his eyes narrowed. He's just
he's figuring it out. Run!
He's kind of putting two and two together. He knows that
Everyone is standing there in anticipation.
If anyone else wants to interact before Kalina.
Because he knows that Silvar was the one who fired the arrow, and here was Katya giving the arrow back to Silvar.
Oh, actually, I do have something to interact with. Someone to interact with.
No, but you have something to interact with specifically.
Lug is about
with Lug.
Oh,
Lug.
no.
Okay, so then if no one has anything to interact with, Kalina will she'll approach him, seeing the gears turn, and being an intelligent person that she is, she'll pat him on the chest, and she'll say, "Lug, what's the matter?"
Why is Katya handing Silvar's arrow back to him?
Why does it matter?
Why does it matter? She stabbed Vogue.
Yeah.
Vogue
Oh,
wasn't
fuck, so is he?
stabbed.
It's more of a
Gears
poke,
turning
really.
again.
Cog's gonna hear all
That is
this,
narrow.
and he was deep in like work with Galrogue here, but he's gonna say, Lord ritual.
Lug's gonna look over. Before he goes to the ritual, he's gonna look to Kalina, narrow his eyes, and angrily say,
I do not like being manipulated.
and he's gonna turn away and he's gonna walk over to Cog and participate in the ritual.
Okay. Go ahead, Merrick. Your turn.
So I'm gonna talk to Galena, I think it is.
Kalina with a K.
No, the orc sister,
Girn.
Girn. All right. Sorry, I haven't learned the names yet. So I'm gonna talk to Girn and be like, so what do they normally do with the wolf skin when they're done with it?
That'll be up to Cog to determine. I
Oh.
suspect he's going to make a cloak out of it, knowing Cog.
Do you think he'd let me borrow it?
Highly doubtful.
It's
That
all
is-
for
that
him.
is a symbol of his. I'm going to say it this way, but Lori's going to just make it sexual. But she says that's a symbol of his manhood.
You're trying to take his manhood.
So I kind of wrap my arms around Girin's shoulders and I kind of lean her head closer to mine and I say, I have an idea. I'm going to take the wolf skin and I'm going to put on a play that I'm going to be him. And then hopefully, if Puck's willing to do it, since he's probably a better fit, he can be the wolf and we can reenact the killing. Wouldn't that be cool?
Wait,
Yes, that would be very cool. Oh, hold on, this is
Why-
I'm sorry, I was thinking Girn. I was thinking Kalina, not Girn. No. Find another pelt.
Merrick, how would that even work? Why would be wearing a pelt and then hunting the wolf for the pelt? And then I don't understand your play.
Well, Puck would dress up as a wolf, dummy, and then I would be Cog slaying the wolf, duh.
But why would you be slaying the wolf while wearing the wolf pelt?
It's an awful lot of fucking effort you're putting in here, Mark. In this argument.
He's gonna be. He found his passion. It's this argument.
My character would have given up trying to explain.
Oof.
What? So do we get to eat the wolf? Is that?
Cog will hear this and he'll go, feast.
Do I know what wolf tastes like, Jade?
Like meat.
Tastes like that Chinese food. That you had
I'm
the other
saying,
night.
is it likely that I would have ever eaten wolf?
Probably, given where you're from.
Okay. It's been a while since I've had wolf, but that was a good meal.
So, Robbie, I'll give you the opportunity to just kind of describe what goes on through this ceremony of the feast. And
Thank you for this opportunity, Jade. I will relish it. So,
Do it in Cog's voice.
no, that's not happening.
So,
That's,
we don't have half an hour.
yeah, exactly. So what's gonna happen is first the wolf pelt is gonna come off, and then Galrogue is gonna get up from that, and his hands are gonna be covered in blood, and Cog's gonna get up, and his hands are gonna be covered in blood, and Galrug is just gonna start smearing him in the blood. Okay, there's gonna be some blood on his face. It's not like he's like taking blood out of the wolf or anything, but there's blood on his hands. That's gonna go on his face, and then with his hands on Cog's head, he's gonna start chanting. All right, so it's like he's holding Cog's head, and the chant is gonna get louder. And Lug, I'm assuming, is gonna join in. And Gon and Garen, I mean, is probably gonna get in. I'm assuming. And Gon is here, and it's amazing. And everybody's just taken into the moment. But no, I mean, if you guys like, it's pretty basic stuff. So if you guys want to hop in, you're welcome to. It's not like anybody's like trying to stop you. And then after the chanting is done, the beast is skinned is going to be raised over the fire, and together, Galrug and Cog are going to hold the wolf over the fire, and they're going to start roasting it with their bare hands, not like any wood's involved or anything. And Cog's going to say, at this part, he's going to say, "Now we celebrate. I am man."
Hey!
Yay.
Yay.
A character cheers.
Congratulations.
Lug's gonna smack him on the back twice.
Congratulations, Cog.
Well, I'm on the fire, essentially.
Yes.
He's gonna patch you into the fire. More meat.
And yeah, so that's this so far. And Cog after a while of roasting is gonna look around, and he's gonna say, he's gonna look over to I'm not on my computer. I know his name, Merrick. Dude, I got that first. He's gonna say to Merrick, and he's gonna go, "Aren't you gonna get puck or celebration?"
I'll be right back. AFK.
I was actually waiting to talk to Vaughn. I was meaning to go up there, but you were explaining the ritual and other people were talking. I just didn't want to interrupt. But Jace.
Combo breaker.
Heron's just gonna be sitting there the whole time until the food's ready, polishing his glaive. Nobody answered my question though. How does a glaive hilt? Like, how do you hilt a glaive?
You don't. I answered it in chat. It's too large to sheath.
Yeah, you
So
just
I'm
hold
just-
on.
You literally just carry it around.
Was that a problem for you, Robbie, or is it just like okay?
Well, I mean, you could always have like a back strap that you strap it into. It's not going down, it's going up.
Right. Is it a thing?
Yeah, that's how you ride with one until you take it off. Like, you're not getting onto a horse, you're not like doing every action with a fucking glaive in your hand.
So if
You
I
know?
was using it as a walking stick, would you have gotten mad?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, that only helps play into the whole thing where you had to walk without your fucking stick
Yeah.
helping.
I'm saying shit because I know Heron wouldn't have been happy about that.
Okay.
Poor Heron.
Okay.
6 hours.
So what's going on with you, Goof? What are you doing?
He's waiting for Jade to get back.
Oh, Jay's not here right now?
Jade
No.
did.
Oh. I don't even notice.
Change all your stats, guys. Go. Level 20.
I
Hey,
am
Jade,
mad
while you
now.
were gone,
Men are level
10
20.
10,000 boars just attacked us all at level 1, and we're level 30 now.
I'm pretty sure he has a wireless headset, guys.
No.
No.
Well, where did the 10,000 boars come from? I don't know, man. You should go ask the DM.
Okay, that was horrible.
Rob, everyone knows that there's a master DM that tells all the other lower DMs what to do.
Just quit. Just quit while you're ahead.
I was
You're not
never ahead.
Don't be mean to Mark.
Yeah.
No, Lori, just quit while you're ahead.
You quit while you're ahead.
I did.
Oh,
I did. I'm done.
You're out
can
of
you beat us
character.
both, Robbie? I don't think so.
You gotta be
I mean-
nice to Mark.
Listen. Last
Hey,
time I
Puck.
stayed in character while Jade was gone, I had to pull 3 goats miraculously out of a bag.
Hey, Puck.
Yeah.
What's your class?
Bard.
He's a bird.
Bard. Oh, okay. And Goof, what's your class? Rogue.
Yeah.
Are you're full rogue right now?
Yeah.
All right. So I want to just say it's going to take 35,500 rats to hit level 20 for
Ooh.
each of us.
Dude, New York subway. Let's just start fucking now.
Who's
Rob-
got the
Rob, what's your
napalm?
class?
If
What's my class? How
Yeah.
dare you?
An
How
orc
dare
summoner?
you not How dare you not assume my identity?
What
I am a
happens when?
barbarian.
You're a barbarian?
Alright,
What
apologize for
happens?
that break, guys.
What happens if
Does
a
he
player
look
gets
civilized to
No.
you?
All right,
No,
What
so-
about you, Red?
No,
What's your
No,
class?
no.
Hold up, I've got important information here. At killing 12.5 rats an hour and doing it 8 hours a day, it would take each of us a year to hit level 20.
Hmm.
Thank you for that
rats.
important.
But, yeah,
Goals.
they're just breeding.
That's actually. Didn't you tell me about somebody
And
who
it
did
would
that?
only cost 355 gold each for the amount of rats that we'd have to feed.
For the amount of rats we'd have to feed.
Because I mean,
Well,
after
you
a
gotta
while,
keep them alive.
after a while, we could just feed the rats the other rats. Can't
If
we?
you had like
That's gross, Mark.
I
Hey,
can't think of
stop
the
picking on
word.
Mark.
If you had an
Yeah,
omniscient character, like they'd come up with this, you know? They'd like realize, oh, this gives me XP. XP makes me strong.
So you only have to buy 210 rats because you would breed them, and they would breed at a rate that you would be able to kill enough to get the 35,000 by the end.
Okay, well, back to the game. Jade, what's going on?
I'm going to talk to Vaughn. Volg.
Okay.
Say, hey Volg, you have a wolf pelt that I can borrow temporarily, maybe?
He
Think
thinks about it for a second. No, not in the house.
Oh. My
Oh, yeah.
character. My
Sorry.
character looks really sad and fast. And then
And my character does don the wolf pelt at some point. Even though, like, right now the pelt is not properly fitted or tanned and all that, so it is nasty.
so at that point I go to Cog. He's my last and only hope. And I say, Cog,
Yes.
do you think that I can borrow your wolf pelt so we can show you honor in a play?
Heron. Wolf pelt. No longer object. Wolf pelt is me.
Then can I borrow you?
He's gonna smile and he's gonna
Just-
say,
Just put yourself in my mouth.
sure.
Okay. So I drag Cog up to the front and of the feast. And let's see. I gotta work on this, I guess. I'm gonna say, behold, the mighty wolf. And then I point both hands to Cog. And everybody cheers. Yay. Right?
Wait, what happened?
I took him stage or well, I guess the front of the feast, and
As
then
people are cheering. Oh, sorry.
I cheered for you.
Cheered. And clapped.
I just
I'm
slide and
very
face
proud of you.
palm because I know what's
Elena
happening.
would've cheered.
So as people cheered, Chair Cog will say, "Yes, I am Wolf. You all are Pack." And he's gonna say that with kind of like a smile.
When he does that, Lug is gonna lift his well, actually it's sheath, so I guess he wouldn't do that. Never mind.
okay. So at this point, while everybody cheering still, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Cog, let me don the pelt, and I'll pretend to be the wolf, and then you can pretend to kill me. Wouldn't that be fun?"
And Heron, sorry, Cog will say, Heron.
Maverick.
Or wait, Merrick. Fuck. Merrick. There is no pelt. I am Wolf.
Okay. Okay. And then I say, I guess I'll go get Puck then.
Bog will bring out some adult beverages.
Ooh, I'm
I'll
gonna go
actually
get
kind of
some.
spread them around.
Adult beverages.
It's a mead.
All right. So
I'm gonna chug that shit down.
yeah, I'm gonna have about 2 or 3 more than I should, and then I'm gonna go up to see Puck.
This is gonna go well.
And Cog will graciously accept, drink a bit of it from Vogue, but he's not going to partake like in a particularly like welcoming manner of it. Like he's not having much.
Lug is also not going to have much.
Would you prefer something different?
Can I what?
He'll ask both of you. Do you prefer something different?
No.
Not really.
Is very generous, but tradition. We do not get drunk.
My character will.
Celebratory feast like this. He'll say, and then he'll say, dangerous. The nature will notice.
Fair enough.
My character's all over it. She doesn't often get these kind of things in her previous life.
Heron's just kind
Yeah,
of on the
sneak 'em.
floor, next to the fire, just laying down with his glaive, polishing it. It's kind of
You
weird.
do that in
but
your room, Mark. Jeez.
Why are you always so sexual?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lori.
I am because I was jaded by Jade.
Oh.
So Mark, are you spit shining your glaive?
I
Like
learned it
what's
from
going
watching
on
you.
here?
I know. Heron's just there, like, pretty fucking drunk, laying down next to this fucking fire, and just sloppily polishing the glaive with this used tissue.
Sloppily. Ew, Jesus,
Use
Mark.
tissue. Ah,
That's really gross.
That's like saying
oh,
moist.
the phraseology.
I'm offended.
Noticing Mina's enjoying the drink, Sylvar's gonna offer his to her.
Ah, she's totally gonna take it with 2 hands gleefully. The drink.
Hey,
Lori, come on.
hey, Slavar, why get me one?
What?
He sees
Never mind.
Heron not able to get another drink, so he goes, "Is there still more, Jade?"
I think our friend Heron here has had too much.
Too much?
No, my character says.
I get him another drink and I hand it to him.
Enabler.
He'll
I
grab
am the
it.
enabler.
He'll grab it, put it down next to his glaive, and then fall asleep.
Cog is going to take his drink when the night's starting to get late, and he's going to go ahead and raise it. He's going to say, "To Bohm." He's going to take a.
Lug is
Also
also
cheers
gonna
to that.
partake in that
Not
toast.
To foam.
My character's gonna cheer again. Yay!
I'm just passed out at this point.
As
With a
you
full
guys,
glass
as
of
it
mead next to him.
starts to get even later.
What?
Oh, sorry, Merrick. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
My bad.
So I open the door. It swings open slowly, and you see my left arm up on the door frame, and my right arm is propped sexily on my hip.
Sexily.
And I look at Puck. I guess I'll kind of just step in the room so I can see him. And I look at Puck and I say, "How you doing, cutie? You want to go have some fun?"
Oh, fun! What kind of fun?
Well, we're having a feast.
Hmm.
And it wouldn't be right without you.
Mm-mm.
There's no party like a puck party.
Oh no.
Oh, what party? I'm sorry.
A puck party.
Oh, I
You better.
Are you ready to get pucked?
He's gonna get pucked up.
I'm pretty pucked up myself.
God.
Well,
Hey, there's nothing also in here. He'd die.
You better. You better pucker up.
Yeah,
Gross.
Mark,
Mark, back to your drink.
puck you. You should be ashamed.
All right, well, let's go, Puck. Yes.
All right. You'd jump off of the bed and grab his lair and follow after Merrick. I guess as he gets closer to the feast, he's gonna start just playing a melody on it.
Oh, cool.
Not really one that I guess would fit the scenario, like the situation, but more or less just kind of like this gleeful, merrymaking kind of tune to it.
Like Irish jig
Like a
type.
halfling.
Yeah, like a halfling kind of melody.
So you're just gonna walk out in this courtyard, see a bunch of drunk people. Heron passed out next to a fire.
Let's be clear about this. A bunch of drunk kids.
Kids? How old are we?
15, 14.
They're about 14.
I mean,
even
that's not that
even my
young.
character?
Pretty young, Mark.
You're
Not
probably
really.
well. You're.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, 14-year-olds, like, come on.
You're only a half elf though.
So, what is the age limit for half elves? I forget. They range
It's
from.
only slightly longer than humans.
Is it like 120 years or 150? What was it?
Elves should be about Elves should be about 110,
Uh huh.
maybe even 100.
Okay.
The max age-
Years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were like 1,000. Okay,
No,
I was way off.
different
Well-
kind of elves.
Okay, and then half elves are what?
You're probably like 17.
17 years when I die?
No, you're
Oh,
like
you
17.
mean total?
Yeah.
No. I'm
Yeah, you
talking
went for a
about
full 17 years.
I want to know what our lifespan is for a half
Like
elf.
100.
it's about
That's
100.
the same as a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Reg-
really sad
regular
for
I don't know
me.
what human lifespan you're getting. But in my country, we lived like fucking 70. Okay.
I'm sorry for you and your country.
I'm not looking at the books right now, so
I mean, it's if obviously the normal lifespan's shorter than that because things happen, but it's just kind of like if you were to die of old age, a human and it would die at
to give you an
around.
idea, elves
80
in
to
mine
100.
typically last about 700 years. Dwarves last about 600 to 500. Well, technically, dwarves are that's a long story. Anyways,
Are you
Okay.
using the book exactly, or are you modifying?
No. Modifying.
I was
Okay.
gonna say half elves do live to 180 roughly. In the book, if you wanted to use it,
I thought they followed human lives.
Well,
they live a little bit
dwarves
longer.
are actually technically they don't have an age that they die at or anything like that. They don't have a expectancy. They actually technically are immortal. Their just mind goes and they start going insane.
Jeez. In your world?
Yeah.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
Well, you're not a dwarf, so.
Oh, I thought you said the half elves.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Puck Dynasty. You know, that's being built right now.
Okay. Anyways, so Puck and Merrick come downstairs to all these drunk kids, youngins. Actually, the closest one to actual adulthood is actually Crimson's character so far.
And I'm the only one not drinking.
I'm so confused right now. Were you not following tonight? My character's a man. Okay?
Yeah, but are you an adult?
My guy's a man.
He's 13 and a half.
He's like
and he's
almost 14.
adult at 14.
So my character's gonna be dancing behind Puck as he's playing.
Ho ho! What do we have here? Party without Puck?
Puck, you knew about feast.
Ah, but nobody invited me. Can't have a feast without Puck. Feast is
Puck.
just now starting.
Feast is almost over.
Well then, we're gonna have to just party even harder then.
I don't think they all have it in them. He's gonna kind of gesture over to the prime case study named Herring.
Mark? Yeah, Harry?
As you say that, you'll just hear him. 6 hours.
Oh, well, I have a fix for that. And he's gonna reach into his pack and
Pull out
I
a
assume
card.
part of the disguise
Pull
kit.
out a knife.
I assume part of the disguise kit kind of has like a. I'm thinking like a charcoal kind of like face rub.
Oh, are you really bringing blackface into this?
I can't imagine what this charcoal's meant for right now.
Well, just like something like he could, like obviously the disguise kit lets you
Disguise himself
yourself.
if in case you have to become a black
Yeah.
person. No, I
Well,
get it.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
just gonna start
No, I
drawing
was joking.
on
Why would
Haren's face.
Why would they need that in this world?
You can take charcoal out of the fire.
I wouldn't have something like that in my disguise kit.
And
I
can
can't
we-
imagine that you would.
this charcoal in the fire probably pretty hot.
Yeah, but on the edges, he can probably grab one of the ones.
Well, so like,
He's
what
gonna
would be?
sear my face. Is what's gonna happen.
Well, that's a pretty good prank, if you ask me.
Well, what would be in the
Guys, look
disguise
at
kit
this.
then?
You're just gonna sear a dick onto my forehead.
I imagine more like things that you could actually attach to.
Because I'm thinking just like pulling literally makeup, like makeshift makeup out of it.
I mean, how long is a piece of charcoal going to take to cool off anyway?
Like minutes.
That's what he's trying to say.
No, but I'm saying there's going to be on the edges of the actual fireplace. There's going to be plenty of charcoal. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, then he'll just do that then.
You
And he
probably
just-
would have had makeup too, but the makeup would have been more like colored, more skin tones, things like that.
Okay, well
So-
then he's
The glaive. The way I'm sleeping right now is I'm on my back, and the glaive is like the blade is literally like on my face, pointing away from my face, and I'm passed out, like hugging the pole.
okay. So he's gonna trace the pole.
At any point, do you touch my glaive?
Oh, jeez.
It's just like right around the point of the glaive.
You gotta roll for this. He's got to roll to make sure he doesn't touch the glaive.
Make a dexterity check.
The
Or,
Does it
dexterity
really
well,
matter?
do
It
performance.
does.
performance.
Yeah. Well, what's performance based on?
Oh,
Performance is based on
it
charisma.
doesn't even matter.
It could be sleight of hand, I guess.
It doesn't matter.
Makes sense.
It's too high.
I mean,
Hey, Puck, do you roll anything below
I
it?
mean, you rolled a 9 or what? 18, so
Yeah.
I would just say no matter what, you would have succeeded on that.
Haha. It's time for a puck party. He's gonna keep playing his music and just walk around.
You get to use the glaive. It's alright.
Who is the character on the left next to Red?
Next to red,
Kieran.
That is
Kieran, yeah.
that's the other orc.
That's the female orc.
That's the female
Kieran
orc.
Gorbag.
Draw a smiley face on the glaive.
Don't touch his glaive.
He won't draw anything on the glaive.
You can do whatever you want to him, but don't touch the glaive, for God's sake.
Anything?
Man, he's
Hey,
pretty
Merrick.
tough at it, man.
Sounds like it's time for a pucking.
Oh God.
Alright, so
Merrick.
Puck's gonna walk up to Mina, who is how many drinks in?
None, actually.
2. I've had 2. Mine and then
Oh, Mina. I'm sorry. I was
Mina.
thinking.
Yeah.
Lena.
and Crimson gave me his.
Ah! What are you drinking there?
I think they said it was grog, but I can't remember.
Mead.
Grog. Ooh. What's it taste like?
Tastes a lot like mead. Do you want a sip?
Oh, I would gladly take a sip.
Okay.
He'll grab the mug, which I assume is the size of his head.
And she thrust it to you at the same time, so a little bit spilt maybe on your sleeve. Oh, I'm so sorry.
He's just gonna lift it up.
Hmm.
As far as like just straight up and kind of just sort of like the gob or the opening of the goblet or mug,
Mhm.
just covering his face, just letting it pour over him.
Okay. It's good, huh? The grog?
Oh yes, very good grog.
I think it's just a cheap way because mead's so expensive, so I think it's just a cheap version of that.
Oh, that would make sense.
Right?
Yeah.
I assume you drink it all.
Well, he poured it over himself.
Yes.
The
But I
question is,
assume
did he
it's all
actually drink
gone.
He drank what would go into his mouth.
it? Merrick?
Oh, jeez.
And you just hear Heron. Think about it. 9 hours. If you can. Way back.
Okay.
All right. Well, after with the lyre playing, Talus Finn comes out, looking pretty annoyed at you guys. She comes down to the steps.
At which guys?
You, this whole party thing that's going on.
I see.
She does not look happy, and she's just. I mean, it's gotten pretty late at this point,
Mhm.
and she's just the worst death stare you guys have ever seen, even more than what Finn has ever seen.
Me?
Yeah,
Who?
it's your sister.
Well, I don't care about her.
Great.
Lug's just gonna return the stare like he doesn't even give a shit.
Cog is going to be fused looking.
Didn't they give us the alcohol?
And he's going to
Well,
say,
no, she didn't, but
She's
But
on one
everyone-
of the other teams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's
Or-
my sister, Lori.
I'm just
You-
gonna look. I'm gonna look at her and just shrug my shoulders, and then
You
just
must-
continue to watch the spectacle.
be here to join the feast.
She kind of rolls her eyes and she says, "No, I'm here to wonder why you guys are being so loud out here. My room is right here, and I'd really like to sleep. A lot."
I guess it
By the way,
is
Volga has kind of disappeared.
quite late. And he's gonna look over to Balrog, and he's gonna say, Balrog, time to end.
He'll nod, and he'll start putting the fire out.
And
Oh,
I'll go
my
start
character's
gathering the peeps.
I'm gonna walk past what's Mark's character's name?
Harry.
Heron.
Call him Harry. Harry Potter.
Harry. And I'm gonna whisper, she ruined it all.
She needs her beauty sleep.
Yes, she does. A lot of it.
Damn, like that?
She's a little tipsy.
Mean.
Whatever. She gets mean when she drinks.
Oh,
Does she?
okay.
She sleeps with a bucket though, right?
My character sleeps with a bucket.
Yeah.
Just Crimson, I guess, kind of, yeah.
Oh wow.
Now, when you go up to Heron, like he's still laying there on the floor with his eyes closed, and apparently a big charcoal marking on his face.
Cog, when Cog gets to you, he's gonna go ahead and gather you up.
What's
He's
the
just gonna
charcoal
scoop
thing?
you up.
Do you ever touch my glaive while you do
He's
that?
scooping you up, and he's going to knock the glaive around a little bit.
What?
Aw.
Immediately.
He's just gonna bump it.
Don't touch the fucking
Shh.
glaive.
I got you.
Don't.
Shh.
What?
He's
happened?
just scooped up in his arms.
What happened?
Go to bed, Heron.
It's right now.
Without opening his eyes. Somebody's touching my.
You guys are married now.
Congrats.
He's gonna bring him all the way up to his bed, and he's gonna lay him down there, and he's gonna go to his bed, and then he's gonna sleep. He's just gonna collapse.
When. No. Okay, Merrick, go.
Yeah, Merrick, get your boy.
Oh, this is the time. If you want to make your move,
Well, no.
Heron's passed the
Aw.
fuck out.
What?
Not on Heron, of course. I'm saying, you got the room to yourself practically.
What? You're in your room.
Yeah, I'm passed out.
Okay.
Damn,
Just
pretty
because I'm
good.
gay doesn't mean I'm a rapist.
That's not what he was saying.
Jesus Christ, Goof. We've got to read into it much?
Went straight for that, huh?
I'm
Not
saying
okay.
you can go for Puck, Goof.
Oh,
And no one
No.
said anything about rape.
Yeah, please, stay away from Heron.
More importantly, stay away from his glaive.
There's only enough room for one polearm in his life. That's his glaive.
I'm sure he'd give it back, Mark.
No.
All right, well, so at this point, well, unless Merrick wants to do something specific.
nope.
So we're going to kind of jump forward. You guys will have gone through your training. Once you guys, like with that whole test thing, you guys are given a little bit more leeway. You're not really allowed to wander around the city on your own, but the leash by which you're able to operate under has drastically reduced. And as you guys are finishing your training, and you guys know that your sort of graduation, whatever you want to call it, is coming up after that 3-year period. Basically, of the the teams of the 4 teams that you guys are going, you guys get the first mission. You guys are like it's public knowledge. It's basically announced by Volg to all the team leads. Once they are informed, you guys are informed by Kalina, and she's pretty excited about it. She's pretty happy, which generally she's very calm. So her excitement is actually might be even a little bit of a surprise to most of you. But she will tell you that, we have our first mission.
What is it?
There have been some slaves that have escaped, and we need to go get them and bring them back in whatever condition we can.
Exactly
Is
how
that
much time
Orlar?
has passed?
Yeah, can I just say at some point that this all would happen again, but with Cog leading the celebration?
Right. Yeah.
We're gonna have to act that out. Sorry.
Let's do it.
So
Right-
both Cog
right
and
hour.
Lug will have completed that ceremony by this point.
Actually, Lug, let me just do something here for you. Roll me survival checks.
Oh no.
Okay.
6 more hours, Buck. 6 more
Oh,
hours.
no, he's gonna be super reluctant to go this time, but I guess you guys are just gonna talk him into it somehow. Oh my god.
It takes you forever.
He's doing good now.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
Owlbear.
No, because it's still not. He also that you're good. So we're gonna start basically tracking down. It'll be a wolf as well, but it'll be a little bit smaller. The one that was picked up by your brother.
Wait, could it may have been one of the 2 that escaped?
Sure. May have been.
Tell you what, roll percentile. Somebody just.
I got this. I got you.
You're
I
on
think Mike is done
Texas.
tonight.
Okay, you have no idea.
What? Go off of my roll.
Okay, you have no idea if it is or not.
Fair enough.
If it was or it wasn't, you wouldn't have known.
What was it?
Oh, by the way, I already told that. So yeah. So your first mission again is you're gonna have to do this. Basically you'll get a further briefing from Volg, and basically he'll say there was a farm that held slaves. A group of them, well, they left. They escaped and started heading south.
Which team was it?
No,
That
not
escaped.
from here. Not from here.
Oh.
This is just another group of just slaves from another owner, and basically the master is being paid. You can finally start paying off your debts, the food and so on and so forth, and actually start making him some money now that the investment should have been, ripe. So I'm sorry?
This is a chance to also earn our freedom, or is that only through the relics?
Only through the relics.
Okay.
So how old are
But
we
if
at
you
this
find a
point?
relic on this mission, there you go.
Humans are 7.
So if our team finds a relic, or is it
All of you are.
all of us are free?
That team is freed.
Okay.
So, okay, are we doing this interaction right now?
I'm just giving you the heads up. We're basically done for the moment.
You mean for the night?
For the night, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
No,
just
we're
kind of giving you the
picking up
basic.
again in 2 hours.
Brilliant.
Let's do it. Time to play Arcade.
Oh my